Greetings and salutations, all of us here, you out there, and this is the Sunday night hang everywhere except past the international date line where it's Monday morning hang. Sure, we'll go with that. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and please subscribe and hype. I don't know what it does, but I just want to say that. Hype! Hype. So, Japanese. Hype! Anyway, yeah, so Sunday Night Hang celebrating 8 years of, I don't know, this. I figure one of these weeks I'll get it right. Not this week, probably not. Joining me tonight, we have my co-host and producer, Trev. Well, no, we don't. We got Hip filling in for Trev, kind of. Then we've got Mr. William Bologna on the other side of him. I'm trying to point over top. That's not right. Then we got Matt, formerly of McCullough Music, now just Matt. Just Matt.
Yeah. It was easier.
Yeah, he's not so musical these days. I've been telling him that for years.
Don't tell anybody.
Burn. And one of my favorite people in the whole wide world, Michael B. Which I don't know. I have for some reason I always have to say your name that way. So there we are. Hey, Trev's back. Look at that.
I'm back.
Hey.
Hey,
So, let's see. We should get
hey, everybody.
We should get to roll call, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
First in here, approximately 6 hours ago. We got Earl. And then we got Steve. Razor, Rose. Steve's here. Well, Steve was there.
That you, Steve?
5 hours ago, Steve was here. So I don't know if Steve
Was that you, Steve?
Yeah, was that you, Steve? Then we got our good Hungarian homie Laz in the chat right there. You can tell by the way that he is.
Mm-hmm.
John Landino. There's our good friend Jim, JP Page 2. Zach Thong. Mark Spurgeon. Glenn Michael Thompson. Scrolling. Patrick Traits.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see you. Michael Kraus. Oh, this is a simple question about Patreon, Michael. It's nothing against you yet. You'll know when I do a post about you. So, is this you, Michael Kraus? With a photo of him. Yeah, I don't know. Anywho, Munch Michelli's here. Great to see Munch.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is here? Wayne McConnell, Rock Daddy,
My loud brother, Rock Daddy.
Time Surfing Alien,
There we go.
Eric Coombs in the house, Greasy Monkey Guitars. What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hang on.
That is Charles. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, yeah, you saw it.
I did.
I can hear now. I don't know what was going on.
Sweet.
Well, I said I have to say your name, Michael B, because it's the way it is.
Steve Reeser said it was.
It was. Papa Blue is here. Jeff K. 1974. Oh, Leonard Ewing. Stompbox Steels. Who else? There's Brian, searching for tone. It was a short search tonight, Matt. He's like, this is some cavalcade of stars.
One way to put it.
There's a few brain cells between us. Come on now.
Jared. You using that brain cell right now? Because I could...
Yeah, I can borrow that real quick.
Arf's here. Number 9. Yeah. Good to see everyone coming on in here. There we are. One and all. 32 folks thus far. Celebrating 8 years of YouTubedom. Sure. So we celebrated Matt with a Warritos Mandarin.
I drank all mine already.
That's what she said.
They make Warritos in plastic bottles?
Yeah.
Apparently.
I never saw it.
Me neither. The guy that my local gas station guy was like, "You like those? I get those for you." I'm like, "Yeah." Now he hits me up every time I come there. He's like, "You gonna buy them, little motherfucker?"
I was watching a video. The guy was taking a train trip to Vienna, and he was about to order lunch, and he's looking at the drinks. He's just looking at all like they had Warritos on there. Ooh, fancy train Warritos in Europe. How much is that fucking bottle of pop? It was like €7.
Oh, jeez. It says something new on them now. Official sponsor of tacos.
That makes sense.
You're not wrong.
They're not wrong.
You're not wrong. I could see the lime working well with tacos.
Well,
I had a
used to
line
have to
last
get-
week.
I
used
know.
to have to get the burritos from the Mexican restaurant, so I would have to go order food and get, so I get a drink. Well, then I found around the corner from there, the same group of people have a gas station.
Sorry to hear Terry's not feeling well. Hope you're feeling better soon, bud.
Yeah, I feel better.
Yeah, I feel better, bud.
Hey, Terry, feel better?
You know, hopefully you're not completely snowed in and such, because it happens.
Because the
Here you
rest
go,
of us
Eric
are.
Combs.
Oh yeah.
You left
I
me
need to
hanging.
some-
Come on,
I
Eric.
need I need to assemble one of them myself. Let's see, Zach Thong. I'm just coming off 9. I don't know what that means. Is that some lingo thing? I just got to jam with Charles Green while he played bass. Nice.
You know.
Hey, Munch.
Cool.
Oh.
Very cool.
Oh. I'm not sure what that means. Coming off 9? What's that?
Or it was mistype.
Typo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Was he on quitting?
Coming off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be GTU.
Yeah. Ryan was on there too, I think.
Glenn's tired of shoveling. We're all tired of shoveling snow, Glenn. We were talking about that. Other than the one big ass blizzard last year, I think we've already got as much snow as all of last year. And freezing rain. Yay.
Leaf blower. Sorry.
It was 49 and sunny.
I could have actually mapped. It was a foot of snow. It was so fluffy that
No,
probably
I
could've
just
just
blew
used
leaves.
snow.
There was no snow. And we had iced roads for like a day.
Hey, there's Chris. Happy anniversary. Thank you, Brother Ben, for helping build a strong community. Well, I'm trying.
Not a
Steve,
cold.
on the other hand, there is trying to tear it apart. Hey, that's his active trolling.
Oh, he's coming off Cloud 9.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, it does.
All right. Well, I'm about to cloudify it up, 9 up in here.
I'm getting there, Zach. I'm getting there.
I forgot to go flying.
Well, if you need to leave and return, that's a thing.
Yeah. There's no smoking in the new place. Inside.
That's what I
There's no
heard.
smoking in here either.
But yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Yeah,
soon.
yeah, that's fine.
Do I regret it? Instantly. Am I running an air purifier and burning tons of incense as soon as I leave here? Yep.
Snowing here too, Munch.
Yep. Supposed to start again here around 6 a.m., I think.
The snowblower we use for the deck sounds like a vacuum, so I go out and vacuum the deck.
Okay.
It's one of those ones that what is it called? A displacement machine where it just kind of moves the snow, blows it to the other side.
I think it has a spinner.
Sure, yeah, that's the second.
John
Really
Landino says
weak though.
Cloud9 is my normal state. I like that.
It's super weak, but it works great for the deck.
Hey, we got another alien in the chat here. I've seen him tune in from space stations on Zoom hangs and such. What's up, Murray?
I remember when I was a kid, my dad would use a snowmobiler and do like snowmobile burnouts in the driveway. Piss my mom off. But he was like, "I'm gonna clear the driveway." Well, he did, but he also, if you ever did a burnout on the concrete with a snowmobiler,
Where'd
what
you
kind
live
of a
then?
mess that makes.
Where'd you
All of
grow
it.
up?
Michigan.
Cool. Oh yeah, snow. Holy shit.
You used to build snow forts.
Yeah.
I went to snow in my older age, probably in my 20s. I went back. I can't do it. I'm completely floored. I was outside for like 5 minutes. It was probably -2. I was like, fuck this. I was going to die, bro. I was going to fucking die, bro. I was like, this is horrible. How the hell did I do this as a child?
Well, that was like yesterday. Michael Nielsen, when he was live, he was talking about that. He wants to move to Detroit so bad. I was like, dude, you can't handle it. He used to complain about the coldness of LA. Oh, it's so cold. It was like 58. I'm like, fuck off with your 58.
Oh, man, Detroit's rainy, too.
If it's 58, I'd be walking around in a t-shirt and jeans, for fuck's sake.
Cold and rainy all the fucking time.
It's gonna be 2 here
Might as well
tomorrow
move to
night.
Britain.
Right?
Or Canada.
Even what he said, his one son is going to school like in Washington State, and he's already been up there and stuff. He was already calling his dad. He's like, "Yeah, you're a bit of a cat for not being able to handle the cold." I'm like, ooh.
Oh, bro. I was I was in shock at how much pain that it caused. I don't remember any of this.
Yeah,
My face
well,
hurts,
you know,
bro.
the cold will let you know just how arthritic you are.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
John lives in Detroit. There we go.
Nice.
Speaking of Detroit, we haven't seen Bo in the chat tonight.
Cheers, Mark.
Cheers, Mark. What's up, Chris? CD Nelson, 87. I'd freaking kill for 58, right? Oh, I can't complain. Yesterday was above zero. What's up, Darren?
Not here.
Welcome back.
Switch to Fahrenheit. You'll be above zero.
Look, Trev, we got Saskatchewan represented fucking finally after 8 years.
Holy hell.
Wait, I'm
-21. Jesus Christ. My dick would fall.
Yeah, that's cold. Yeah, Michael Cross, like, you forgot about the air is hurting my face thing?
I did. I found out real quick.
I don't know. If it wasn't for shoveling, it's fine.
And I smoked cigarettes back then, so I was like trying to go outside and have a cigarette. I'm like, it's not worth it. It's not like go back inside.
See, now
Damn, I
I'm
want a
going to have to
cigarette.
move on here. Somebody says, once again, move to civilization. Civilization has 4 seasons as far as I'm concerned. Not hot and hotter.
Where I grew up, I had 1 season.
Plus, guess what? You might have to shovel a bit of snow, but there's no scorpions in the snow.
Yeah, no earthquakes and fires either. New England.
No. No sandstorms. Actually, we wouldn't mind one this year. Oh, look at all the sand out on the roads. Yay, traction.
We'll get a
Aaron
hurricane.
says
once in a
beard
while.
required in this weather, right?
Doesn't hurt.
I always said I'd hate to go back to Florida and live there because of how expensive shit is. But after dealing with different northern states again in my older age, I'm like, Florida's not looking that bad anymore. It like hardly ever was.
Exactly.
It was always 70 to 80 degrees at night, no matter what season it is.
That is the plus side, Ben, and our bugs are not the size of kittens.
That's right.
No alligators.
There is that.
And you can
Yeah.
pretty much know what they are when you see them. They're not exotic, look like they're from outer space.
Oh, you get used to it.
But the bears, scorpions and snakes, or bears. I'll take the bears. The bears are only really.
Bears are
They don't
typically
bug you.
more scared of you.
I watched my grandmother chase a bear with a pot and a wooden spoon.
It's the brown bears you
She
gotta
started
watch out.
yelling and banging on the pot, and bear took off.
Brown bears and polar bears. Those are the two.
Oh, those are the bad ones. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Well, grizzlies.
When are you ever going to see a fucking polar bear?
Well, I have a friend that works at a polar bear sanctuary, so he sees them every day.
He just upped his risk of death by 20%.
He also lives in, I want to say Cochrane, Ontario.
Yeah, bummer.
It's cold enough there for them?
It's about 10, 12 hours straight north of me.
Holy hell.
So yeah,
Why does anybody live there?
Yeah, right.
apparently to take care of the polar bears.
I guess so.
He used to live in Banff before
As
that.
far as I'm concerned,
or
polar
is it-
bears are on their own.
Or is it there? Are they distracting the polar bears so they don't come further down south? You stay up here.
I just saw a show. I saw a show about polar bears, and these people up there, they had dirty dishes in their dishwasher with food scraps on them.
Mhm.
Bear smelled it, ripped a hole in the side of their house, and came through the back of the dishwasher.
Sure.
That's a hungry bear.
Polar bears are
And they're big. They're
Yeah,
like twice as big as a normal bear.
It's
Yeah.
probably the number one bear you don't want to run into is a polar bear.
Oh, it'll eat you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they that's what they do. They eat all the time. They're like a shark, but
Yep.
a bear.
Food. If you can't eat it,
Hey, Scotty Brookway!
then they're just gonna
Thank you.
mangle it. They're just gonna
Scott.
mangle you.
Yeah, right. I do enjoy 4 seasons, but I can live without the weather where we have to leave the faucets running.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we talked about grizzlies too. See, but a polar bear will actually like eat and digest you, whereas a grizzly bear will just tear you to pieces. Maybe eat a
Yeah.
little bit of you.
Yeah, they see humans just as skinny seals. That's what polar bears are.
I don't know.
Well,
When there's a
the-
bear in your backyard, they look pretty freaking big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, even
The
black
bear's
bears.
thinking to
Greg had
himself,
one recently.
this seal tastes funny.
Yeah, why is it so hairy? It's all this extra, like, what's all this extra matted stuff?
Oh,
Clothes
we,
on.
Billy talked about this yesterday. Thunder snow.
Yeah,
Thunder snow.
I saw them open rush.
yeah, yeah. My wife saw lightning. I was like, damn.
Any relation to Thundermug? What? That'd be a great tour. Thundermug and Thunder Snow. That's on
Hey,
the
Mark,
Thunder's
thank you
tour.
very much.
Thunder Rolls tour.
I'm gonna say hey to Laz. He's listening while driving. He was wishing
Yes.
you a happy 8th.
That guy's
We
always
did give
driving.
Laz a shout out, and yeah, he's off to build more soundboard guitar hangers, which I like the idea, but one deadens the sound, but one will also create sound in the studio, Mike. That's the problem with having guitars in the studio, right? The strings will ring out.
Oh, I put foam.
Yeah.
We put foam.
It is
on
that, but it's not going to be that loud. So
I mean, if you
I
ever-
like the idea. They do look
They
pretty.
look cool too.
They do look pretty cool. So
Oh, we always just foamed. The acoustics had a block of foam in the hole, and then we put foam under the frets. Shut that fucker right
well,
up.
that's the other thing we do is just mute the string.
We were sitting there one day
Not
trying to
the
find a
house
frequency in the drums. We had the drums
Cool.
soloed out, and we're like, what the fuck is that pong noise? You kept hearing it's like, pong, pong.
Jim just gifted a membership.
It was the guitar behind us,
well, let's see
echoing
who
off
gets
the deflector in front of us. We thought it was coming through the mix, when it was actually just the guitar sitting behind us.
Like
2
the way
days,
you
Ben.
do
It was
classical
2
jump.
days later when we realized it was the guitar behind us.
Somehow that reminds me of how they talk about bridge spacing, and some of them, like the G&Ls, they like clamp. Leo had a thing clamping it together so that there'd be cohesiveness, like an old telly, right? Then you see others where it's like, oh, this guitar is clean and every note sounds because they're not interfering with each other's saddles. It's like, wow, Jesus.
Yeah,
I don't know why
the
that
guitars
that
like
made me
that.
think of it.
it's back in the 70s. The heavier the guitar, the better, more sustained.
No. Well, yeah, but that was the funny thing. Remember, like for years, they're like, yeah, that's you gotta suck it up if you're a Les Paul player. Oh, Steve Gunner got the membership. Cool.
Nice.
And Rob's here. Good to see
Rob.
Offbeat Bass Gear Rob, aka BC Rich 581.
What's up, Rob?
I remember Les Paul. They were advertised all the time. Well, you got to put up with the weight, for all the sustain. And then they started doing weight relief. And they're like, weight relief with the same great sustain. I'm like, but you just said I had to hurt my back for the sustain. And now what are these magic sustain holes you put in the body? Like, come on.
Right.
Hey, Steve
dry-
Douglas.
I never
dry
understood
and
solid
brittle?
bodies having like the most. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I play semi hollows for most of my electric guitar careers. They have far
Dried
more
out might be
sustain than
better.
any of those solid bodies
lighter.
do. Maybe it's not the right sustain. But
Oh,
it's
Darren,
sustain
you just cracked me
nevertheless.
up. Guitar mythologies are like religion, cause all sorts of fights. But I'm thinking, hell, the vast majority of guitar players are skinny ass guys that are passive aggressive, so they're just like throwing pedals at each other, Mike, from across the room. Fuck up! I'll just toss a pedal at you. And Blue Mox is here. Speaking of which, Blue Mox, hit me up with an email. We should do a hang sometime on here. Just saying.
Well, if I get a pedal tossed to me, I hope he has the box.
Right? That's it. You catch it with a box. Boom.
Better be
Thank you.
hand wound. I want hand wired only.
One new pedal this week.
Awesome.
Get the Tone X1.
I've been laying off the pedals.
I have not. That's what most donations are going towards. The theme of 2026, we're going for the Master of Puppets tone, followed by paying off the Gretsch, and then who knows? Something acoustic, either nylon or steel string, will be before the end of the year.
I played it for 3 hours today. It stayed in tune for about 10 minutes at a time.
That's about
I would
right.
publicly like to
Getting
thank
better.
Lawrence Petros for the 2 pedals,
You
the
wanted to.
broiler, and the OKB X3.
Right?
Nice.
So, thank you, Lawrence, for sending that out, and making the other one that I bought used.
I never did get a chance to try the broiler, but that was definitely on my list. It was just one of those. Just not in a place right now to get it. But yeah,
If I had the Dutch still, I probably wouldn't need the broiler, but I love it.
nice. Everyone's saying hey to each other in here. 43 people watching. Hope you've hit the like. If you haven't already, please do it. Helps a fella out. Hey, Burnt Relic. Welcome. Hola. We got a Water Buffalo meeting this Wednesday, assuming that Rob is able to host a Water Buffalo meeting this Wednesday. Hope you are, Rob, because I already announced it. So, yeah, if you're a channel member or a patron, 7 p.m. Eastern, we'll be doing a big old Zoom hang, which are always a bunch of fun. Where we usually show off some gear to each other, talk about everything under the moon and the sun. That means yes, I'm guessing. All right, well, there we go. William De Silva. Good to see you.
Right on.
Turn a fan on. Can't breathe.
Bless you.
Snark. I have one. I used to have more, but they fell apart. I'm down to one. But there's been worse tuners I've used.
I like the Polytune.
Yeah.
I think we've covered
One
that
word for
already.
snark. Metal clip.
Yeah.
You know?
So does the Polytune.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
this is.
when the clip breaks off your snark, just glue a magnet to the remaining part, and then you can just stick it to like a tuner or something like that. I don't
Well, if you
recommend
don't
putting it on the front side though, because as you're tuning it, it'll turn away from you. So it sucks.
I wonder if one's nicer on the finish.
Well, that too. Yeah, one that also doesn't burn through nitro.
I never had to worry about that before.
Another trick you can do if you don't want to leave it on your guitar, clip it to the handle of your amp. It'll
Yeah.
still work.
Yep,
Yep.
I put it on my strap.
Nice.
I don't think
I was gonna say
You're
that-
wearing a
there's a
ball
kind of
cap, just have it on the
relic,
brim, downward, right in front of you. It's like the tack out on the hood of the car.
There's a kind of relicing that's like, a badge of honor, right? You bump it. All
Yeah,
that.
a snark
But if you-
stain is
but
not
if you
one
have
of them.
A big fucking stain over here because you put it on the wrong stand. You're a moron,
True that.
Nice.
I had a
Buddy of
neck.
mine.
That I had in a cupboard, and the cupboard had that I don't know what you call it. It's like shelf liner, and it's like spongy,
Oh yeah.
waffly kind of stuff.
Yep.
And I was in there for about a year. I took it out. The pattern of the shelf liners on the back of the neck.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh.
It melted right into the neck.
And I don't mean you are a moron. I mean you feel like a moron. That's all.
Oh,
Then there's the guys that would store, especially if you're a Fender owner, because there's so much extra room in a Fender case. Like when I go to a buddy's place, I'd have my cables in that case. I could fit pedals in the case, and because I didn't have a pedal board, so I'd have like 3 pedals, cables, all that. But you leave your cables in with the guitar too long, and then all of a sudden, curly cables has all these lines left along the side of your guitar, which is always nice.
I've got a couple of guitars I bought vintage that have the curly curves.
Mm-hmm.
I always wondered what it was, and a buddy of mine was like, and he held the cord up to it. I was like, God damn it. It was in the case. I remember taking it out of the case.
Yep. And you
Totally
thought, why is
was.
this stuck to the guitar? That's why.
That's why. Melted into it.
Rob, it kind of looked like one of those Dean necks that has the I don't know, looks like plaid carved into the back of the neck. I forget.
Yeah, they got that weird.
What was that stuff called?
Tactile.
Shark pattern. But it's supposed to be, smoother because there's less contact with the neck in your hand.
Oh, what's a fret selling?
Snake oil.
Yeah, it looks like a cheese grater. Or a Toblerone bar. Why are all these lines on my neck? Z-Glide. Yeah, there you go.
Z-Glide, that's it.
Yeah.
Not also used as a personal lubricant. Works for my neck. It does not work.
Your neck's like this weird
Oh.
off brownish red color. What the hell's going on with your neck? Been using the rifle oil, you know?
It's not for that type of neck. Oh.
Oh.
Thank you, William. Appreciate that. 8 years. I know. Crazy. So that's when you get stuck in a rut.
7.
Pretty good kind of rut. It was actually, technically, it was a week ago because I noticed it came up in my Facebook memory today. Episode 2 of Canucks with Guitars. We now have a name for a show.
Oh, you didn't have one for the first show?
No, it was just live unboxing with special guest Richard Shanahan.
Was it at Richie's or your house?
It was at his place.
Okay.
What happened was I wanted to try going live, and it just happened he had a pedal come in at the local music store, so I was picking it up on my way out to his place. And then I said, well, why don't we go live and you can unbox it? It's like, okay, sure. So we're sitting there, and as we would side by side. He goes to unbox it, so he gets up and walks off camera over to his bar where the pedal's sitting on the bar, and then starts unboxing it over at the bar. And I'm like, you want to do that on camera? Like, that's how an unboxing video works. You do it in the video. He's like, oh, Jesus, okay. So do I want the Zen Drive back? Ooh, tempting, Scotty. That's ooh, I gotta think about that.
Those are pricey, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm like, what do you want for it? DM me. We'll talk. Zach says the guy who built my acoustics figured where moved to the guy who moved to Ottawa. Oh, okay. What inspired me to even start a channel? Oh, good question. Way to help promote music. My music.
Girls. No, I'm kidding.
No, as a working musician, another revenue stream. Whether it be that was the idea to do product demos as well as put live band footage up, do live streams, stuff, anything like that. Sort of like when you have a band, you also have merch to help augment the band, or you release albums to sell, stuff like that. And it was to help promote the band I was in at the time. And up until just before I started the channel, I was in several bands at once too, so it was kind of an idea to do that.
Did the community growing surprise you around the channel, or because I've seen bigger channels with no community,
No, honestly, Mike, and for the reason being that I had been around the community for at least a good 6 months or more. I want to say prior to it, because I can't remember exactly when I started getting involved with the YouTube community, as opposed to just, I always say using YouTube one of two ways. Use it like Google. Hey, what does this pedal sound like? Boom. You watch a result. You got your answer. You move on. You're not subscribing to the channel. You're not commenting. You're not getting involved. As opposed to this, which is more community-based social media, more like using it like Facebook, a way to keep up with friends, this and that. And I'd seen that, like hang out in Steve from Boston's chat and such and others. And I thought,
I was probably there.
Yeah, that, or Shane from In the Blues when he was doing his live streams,
or Tone King, Shane,
Tone King, Johnny Bean, and I thought, geez, if Johnny can do it, I can do it. Christ, he's not even there half the time because he would start a show and he'd leave, and I'm just like, well, fuck, I can do that.
Well, I found you through RJ.
RJ, yeah. Which I started watching RJ just before he started doing his live show. I want to say like a few months. And it was just because he was doing the tour vlog videos, which I loved watching because it reminded me of gigging.
I think the only person I don't know how they found everybody was Matt. How did you find
RJ.
this place? RJ, okay.
Yeah. I was in.
Hey, GRB Aquatics.
I think
Good to see
Ben and I went back and forth about Bigsby's, and everybody else was kind of dogging on him. So I went over to Ben's channel because he had a show later that day.
And Christopher
Never-
Vella's here.
Never left.
Oh, Scott too.
Honestly, I could say RJ, but what really
I like that. I
no.
found RJ through Ben.
Oh, it's the
I kinda
opposite.
like that.
Okay.
what really spiraled it was actually Trev, because I found Trev out in the wild, and kind of like, oh, this guy is also that guy. Is also this guy, because he was just every
Yeah, I was
fucking.
gonna say, put in the chat. How did you come across my channel? You know, that I'm curious.
Trevor, like, I'm gonna send you a link. I'm like, why? Where?
Yeah,
What?
I'm trying
He's
to
like,
think,
don't worry, just
we
click it.
we either met through probably either Steve's chat or Shane's, quite possibly, or or Phil McKnight as well, because I was in his chat as well. Like I just remember like names you started to recognize after a while, and then
Yep.
you kind of become friends in chats, and then and at that time. Now it's something that only moderators can do, where you can click on the name in a chat and actually go to the person's channel. You used to be able to do that with anybody at the time. So it was, again, kind of that Facebook thing, Michael, where we started hanging out in the chat. I'm going to click on your channel and subscribe to you because you might not have any content. But if you do, I want to check it out because I like talking to you in chats type thing. And so
Yeah.
I ended up with 20 or so subs and we went live.
Yep.
And that was it. It was funny because I was in whose chat was it? Steve Cassidy's chat the other day, and he was talking about doing a live Q&A show, and he goes, "Should I do a Q&A show? Like I barely have 10,000 subs." I'm like, I replied, "Dude, I started a Q&A show with less than 50 subs." So
Plus, who says they have to be questions for you? You can answer some other questions. Google a topic. What's the top questions?
Christopher Vella says, "My mom told me to come here." I like your mom.
Yeah, I was laughing at that.
The question is, how well do you know her?
Yeah, and I remember like when Jim showed up, I went, "Holy crap!" Like that's someone. It's not friends and family, Michael. You know what I mean? Like how we had like subscribed to, like the first time I went live. I remember, it was like Guitar Man 45, Bruce R2, a couple others were in the chat. Friends that you had from the chat and stuff. But then all of a sudden,
Yep.
like the JP Page 2 person showed up, and I was like, I don't recognize that name. Like that's interesting. I was like, wow, okay. And that's when I knew that YouTube was actually promoting me in some way, shape, or form, which I just thought was crazy.
Well, after the Shane stream that you and me and Zach were on, that's
Yes.
when I found you.
Right. Yeah, that was fun. I do remember that.
Yep.
And Shane was giving me a bunch of advice early on too, which helped grow the channel. But it was like, you need to do this, 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 this. I'm like, I can't afford $12,000 for camera, audio, and computer gear to do what you do. But I appreciated the advice, as well as a few other YouTubers along the way, like Steve from Boston, Phil McKnight. Big thanks to Phil one time. Like, we did a show together. I remember I was still at the old house, so it would have been early days. So, I met him for the first time at NAMM, so it would have been like, say, the summer of 2019. And he was super busy, and he's just pick a day and we'll agree to it. It's like, okay. So we picked like a Wednesday afternoon of all things. We did the show. And I said, I don't want to keep you because, I know you're busy. So we did, a 1-hour show. We ended the show. We sat here for another 3 hours talking.
Nice.
He's like, anything you need. Here's my phone number. Get a hold of me. Blah, blah, blah. So, okay.
I'll tell you what, Phil can talk.
Phil can't talk. Holy crap, can Phil ever talk?
Just 2 hours on his own every week. Jeez.
Ben, was it your channel I was on with Tone King, Jason McNamara? Was it your channel or was it in the blues? Because I remember being on a
that
big
might have
channel
been
like
mine.
that. It might have been yours.
What's up, Mark Taft, and happy belated birthday. It was his birthday on Friday, everybody.
Happy
Looking
birthday.
pretty good for 72. What?
That you, Mark Taft?
I'm telling
Thanks,
you.
Charles. Appreciate it. Bo's checking in. Hey, fellas, on the way home. Want to say hello. Hopefully, still on when I get home. Well, hopefully. Depends how far away you're driving, I guess. Zach says, found you through random live stream from the vape shop. Makes sense, because, again, I think at that time, it's one of those, like, if you watch these two channels, we'll promote this channel as well that you would probably like. And if you watch, like, say, Shane and Steve from Boston, they would promote me to you. There's Keith H.
Keith.
What's up, Keith?
Exactly. If Phil's giving you advice, you listen.
Hey, Mark.
The funny thing is, I tried to, I remember a few weeks ago, I was in Phil's chat, you know, it was like, tips on helping grow the community. And I thought, you know, it could be good because he's got like 1,200 people in his chat, and I thought it'd be good advice to people that are just, you know, watchers in the community or content creators, everything in between. And he responded, well, you know how to do it. I'm like, yeah, but fucking tell the other people. I know I've asked you this question off air. Why don't you mention it on air? Oh, I should shout out Henning Pauly as well. He gave me a bunch of advice early on.
Yes, and he came on your thing once, right?
Twice.
Like popped in.
Twice on air, once off air.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think because we both got really crazy busy. And then I haven't kept up in touch with him. I should reach out to him again. It's been a minute.
Yeah, his
But,
comment was something like, well, this guy looks interesting. You know, and he knew, he spotted it right away.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, because I remember like the first time I had him on, which was like the first summer I was doing live streams, and my sister asked me, you know, like, what should Ben do to grow his channel? And he said, just keep doing what you're doing. I'm like, fuck off. I got like 250 subs. Keep doing what I'm doing. You know, but in a way, he was right. And at that time, I was still trying to be much more, not to use Phil in a derogatory term, but much more like Phil is, like, just well-spoken, vanilla, for lack of a better term, but in a good way. Like, you know, anybody that's talked to Phil off air knows he's got a real potty mouth. He usually
swear on his show a little bit.
He will swear once in a while on his... No, Billy. He swears more than Keith H.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's from Boston, too.
You know, not to throw Phil under the bus, Phil, if you're listening on replay or watching live or what have you.
I
remember I asked him about working with a certain guitar company, and his reply was, and this was like right after, like I'd met him once previously at Winter NAMM, and this was at Summer NAMM, like, and I'm like, oh, I thought you were in town because you're in meetings with this such and such, you know, talk to this guitar company. And his reply was, oh, they think I'm a fucking cunt. I went, whoa! Whoa! You know, that'd be like your grandmother saying that, you know, like, why aren't you talking with Mrs. Joan down the street? Oh, she's a fucking cunt. You'd be like, whoa, grandma! Like, seriously. Actually, it came up in my Facebook memories today, Scotty, that on this day at NAMM 2020, I licked Henning. Because I figured that's how you avoid Namthrax, because he licks everything that he likes, so I just lick him. It's like patient zero.
Inoculation.
You'll hear Phil curse when you finally pick up your guitar. It's about fucking time you showed up to pick your goddamn guitar up. Those who know. Yes.
That sound effect.
Excuse me.
Bow, 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 bow.
And I remember, actually, around the time we discovered each other, Mike, you were putting out some content at that time, too. I remember just, like, I would say just random videos, but it was in a good way. Like, there was a theme to it, but, like, I remember you were like, the one you did with your daughter, what note comes out of my exhaust?
Oh, yeah.
And he basically put a tuner on his tailpipe. And I'm just like, I will watch this. Because I'm like, I don't know.
We did a lot of weird stuff like that.
What was it?
I don't remember.
I don't either.
Is that
I
small
don't think
enough
it was.
guy?
I think I had to work on the car and I had to make a video, and it's like, all right, here we go.
Music.
William De Silva says Henning would be a hoot to party with. Well, yeah, I think he's pretty straight edge. I don't think he really drinks. He may have drank younger years, and that's why he doesn't drink now. I'm not, if I'm talking out of term, fine. But I think, which a lot of people have had that happen. But I just remember it was, actually, I think you were on it, Mike, was my second birthday hang, which was the first one on this channel, because I actually celebrated my first birthday on YouTube on Johnny's channel.
Yeah.
Drinking moonshine, which at the end of the
was on
show,
quite a bit
Dave
as
dared
an
me
early
to play
birthday,
guitar
so-
because I was so hammered. And then I played quite competently well, and both he and Jay are like, how did you do that? I could never play that fucked up. I'm like, when you always play fucked up, this is normal.
Cheers,
Oh.
Johnny.
But yeah, and then it was Aaron was co-hosting, and Aaron was sending out the link to everybody. Trev, like I'd have to let him on, but I didn't know who's going. All of a sudden, like boop, and I'm like, ooh, who's this? Popping up in my green room, and Jason McNamara was one
Yep.
of them.
Yep.
But I think
was
that
on
was
that
by the
one.
time we were off air.
I was on
And
that
then
one.
I just remember being really hammered at 4 a.m. And Henning popped on with his morning coffee. And I just remember Henning being all German and bald with his turtleneck on, drinking his morning. Oh, hello, gentlemen. You've been up partying, have you? It's like, this is such a trip. He's like, happy birthday. This is awesome. Hey, Paul McNary. One of my favorite people.
Cheers,
Hey,
Paul.
Paul.
Paul and all.
Yeah, that was interesting to say the least. Which is weird. Yeah, that would have been May of 2019. I'm trying to think when I met up with Aaron. He and I met through YouTube somewhere along the line.
Was it in California?
No, because the first time I met him in person was when I flew to Chicago to drive to
Oh, okay.
Nashville for Summer Nam with him, which still seems sketchy as fuck in a way. Like, it's like, okay, I've hung out with him stuff, but we've never met. And then rather than just flying to Nashville and meeting me there, we did the road trip, which was a bunch of fun. Which I got to meet Mars Man as a result in person because he met us at the Joliet Guitar Center.
Got to grab something to drink.
I went into a guitar center for the first time in my life.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have what the hell is it called?
What?
Long McQuaid.
Long McQuaid here, yeah.
Yeah.
Similar but different in many ways.
See, I didn't know that. I was like, I thought Guitar Center was everywhere. They just seem evil enough to be everywhere.
And then the road trip down to Nashville, which whenever we're bored, we just go live because when we have cell signal type thing. And that was a bunch of fun. And then hanging out with people down there. A lot of crazy shits happened. Especially in the early days, I always say living the dream in many ways because it's like anybody that's growing up in small town anywhere, it's like you read Hip Raider magazine growing up, you're like, all right, and it might as well be reading about people on another planet, or watching MTV or Much Music or whatever. Yeah. And then you start a YouTube channel, and next thing you know, you're talking to the people like, hey, their name's on the headstock or the product, right? Because that's one cool thing about the music industry is a lot of the names, those people are still around, So you get to meet those people or meeting famous musicians, becoming lucky enough to becoming friends with, all kinds of people all around the world, including everyone here on the panel. Like if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't know anybody here. I do now. Much to the detriment where it's like, other than like Mark Taft, I don't hang out with anybody locally anymore. It's like, he's like, what about friends? I'm like, I haven't talked to any of those people in years because I hang out here with you guys.
They all got normal lives.
Yeah.
Normal wasn't my thing.
Arf says my ginger snap fell into my coffee when I dunked it. Now I have the blues.
Oh,
But you
Write
got
a
a
song
little
about it.
Wrote a song about it. I'd like to hear it. Here it goes.
Now my cookie is soggy.
Blue Mock sent me an email.
So it's a smoothie now. Well,
Yeah, so crazy shit's happened definitely over the years.
I know I've seen whole communities come and go too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But 8 years.
I always
that's
look at it
unbelievable.
like it's a high school cafeteria. You know, there's all these tables that you can sit at, and some people get pissed because you don't sit at their table enough, and you're sitting at someone else's table. And some people have bigger tables, and some people have smaller tables, and so. And some people are
cafeterias have
clearly
shitty
acting like they're
food.
still in fucking high school. But that's also part of being a guitar player too. Like, you know, like I'm sure other communities are different ways, but you know, it's like guitar players. If we're gonna do generalities and stereotypes, you know, generally it's especially younger guitar player, skinny ass, passive aggressive. You know, it's like, and yeah, and gossiper. Holy shit, gossip. My God, guitar players love to gossip. What's up, Mayhem?
dude.
I agree, Zach. The Cosmo Fest, those were good times, except for the last one. Not because Billy was there. That was good.
I ruined it for everybody.
It fucking
I,
it was a
I
show
saw
in
it
itself.
one time and they cancel it.
Well, yeah, but years past, I could always see the rolling thing. Like they'd always spend more money one year, and then they'd have to tighten the belt the next year. Because like the first year that I was there, it was like Richie Kotzon's there, and Nico McBain's doing a clinic, and George Lynch is doing a clinic, and you know, like a lot of international as well as Canadian people. The next year, it was like, okay, we got Sloan, April Wine, Kim Mitchell, which are all good artists, but it's like, dude, no fucking international acts. Why? Because now they don't have to put up in hotel rooms. A lot of the bands they got were even Toronto based, which was it. And then by the time Billy came, it was not even that. It was all
Tribute bands.
which I'm like, what? And half that pavilion tent used to be packed, and it had maybe a third of the vendors it once had. Considering they had a quarter of that tent was cordoned off for basically the artists to hang out. That was their green room, which I'm sure they loved.
Yeah, CD Nelson saying he doesn't like going to the Guitar Center because he feels like the old man at Eddie and the Cruisers too. You got to find a store that's not a big corporate giant.
Oh yeah, like
That's your key.
Yeah.
the second year I was there, was Mayhem and I went up, and Geddy Lee was doing a book signing for his big book of basses. But it was so weird. It was just like so weird. Dave Grohl was there just hanging out, and then he found out like Alex Lifeson wanted to come and hang out with Geddy for the day at Cosmo Fest. So Dave Grohl went and drove and picked him up, which, if I'm not mistaken, Alex lives down like in the beaches area, which is right along the shore of Lake Ontario. Cosmo is at the northeast end of Toronto, so not fucking close at all. And then we were staying in this parking spot area, and some people started gathering. All of a sudden, this SUV comes flying in, and there's fucking Dave Grohl and Alex Lifeson getting out. And I'm like, what in the weird Wayne's World Spinal Tap am I watching? Hey, sis. Thank you.
So if anybody's curious, in New England, Manchester, New Hampshire, we have Manchester Music Mill. That's a great place.
I'm pretty happy. They're opening a music go round here, which I've been wanting for a while.
Nice. It's all right.
Because I dread when I have to go into Guitar Center.
I get it.
Well,
I'm lucky now. There's a pretty good group of guys over along the quay, but it used to be I would walk in there and like, can I help you? I'm like, no. No.
Right, Amanda?
The only way I could competently order anything at the store, Matt, is if I walked in and handed them a SKU. And I'm like, here, order this.
Well, from my past experience, what was it, a month ago? I think we all know my thoughts on buying anything from Guitar Center.
That abomination of a Telecaster they sent you?
Yeah, $2,000 Telecaster. Didn't even have matching fucking knobs on it.
Scotty says, I still have never spent a nickel at a Guitar Center. Neither have I.
I don't recommend
Guitar
it.
Center was great when they first opened by us. They had
The one in
everything.
Florida's really good.
And it was cheap. But, I don't know what happened to that company, but it's a shit
The
show
one,
now.
the one in Florida is
What's up,
like
Joe Alba?
one of the bigger ones, though. It's got like the huge
Cheers, Joe.
acoustic group. Joe.
We used to have Daddy's Junkie Music for decades. That was the best.
What?
We're
Had
pretty
several
spoiled
locations
here.
all
There's,
around New England.
Was it ASM? We had ASM. That was kinda like-
There's 3 music
Guitar
stores
Center.
in Trenton. There was at one time 3, 4, and back to 3. Now it's down to 2. It was 4 or 5 in Melville at one time, not including the pawn shops. There's always been a lot of music in this area for whatever reason. What's up, Rob Blackmore official?
My first electric came from a pawn shop. My first acoustic came from a pawn shop.
My first electric came from a guy who was literally leaving town right after I left with the transaction. He shouldn't have told me that, Matt. He's like, all right, I'm leaving town. My ride's going to be here in about 15, 20 minutes. I'm like, you just lost all bargaining power. And he's like, I'm like, what were you asking again for the guitar? He's like, this much. I'm like, all right, well, you include the pedals and the amplifier, and then we got a deal.
You don't have to
Because
leave it now.
if your buddy is picking you up in a car, you're not taking the amplifier with you because it's a 115 keyboard amp of all things, solid state keyboard amp. But I'll take it because it's
I played
a
for
shitty
years.
amp's better than no amp. And
Down the road is trade bait.
Maybe.
yeah, and I'm trying to think when I got that. It would have been like 1990. So pedals were hard to come by. You go to the local music store, they had PV pedals and Boss pedals listed at about what they cost today. Ridiculous about because they didn't do MAP they did full MSRP because the music store also had the contract with the school board. So if they charge full MSRP, that's what they could charge on everything to the school board, which was like I found old packs of strings from high school days labeled at $10 a pack. $10 a fucking pack in 1989, Billy. Yeah. Oh, glad I worked that 3-hour shift washing dishes so I could buy a pack of strings.
I bought my first electric guitar at one of those stores. It's like sheet music and band instruments. And then they got the lonely 3 electric guitars hanging up in the corner.
They were the PV dealers. So they had all the PV amps. They had Hondo profile guitars, and then they got into Charvettes briefly. Oh, and so yeah, it was, and they did lessons. So yeah, that's what they did. And so yeah, as part of the deal, the guy had 2 pedals. It was an original MXR Distortion Plus and a Boss CE2 chorus. So I went, sweet. And I think I actually sold the chorus pedal to my dad because I already had a chorus pedal at that time. I already had the same chorus pedal at that time. Tried the MXR Distortion Plus, which really needs to be hitting like an already overdriven Marshall to work best. And it did not sound good going into a Fender Vibrolux Silverface at all. So once I found out that it was the pedal that Randy Rhoads used, I found one of the biggest Randy Rhoads fans at high school, and I sold it to him at full market value.
Dwight Bailey in the chat. What up, Dwight?
So, D. Watt Bailey. You see, he's been posting his greatest hits. The Cyborg Sasquatch was posted on Facebook
Remix.
today.
Remix.
Yep.
And then the new one was
Burnt My Biscuits
They burnt my biscuits again.
again.
Got me, bro.
I assume the again would be the remix, right? Again.
Good shit, bro.
Yeah, I think I got like $80 for that Distortion
Hey,
Plus
Dwight.
in 1990. And they were out of business at the time, so. Plus, I didn't like it didn't have an LED. How can you tell it's on? You'll know.
My app stopped working. It was on.
Yeah, they're much better now than they were, Zach. That's what I'm saying. Arden's charges the same for strings now that they did when I started playing. They were charging $10 a pack for strings in the 80s. 3 for 20.
That doesn't matter.
Exactly. This guy's like, you need an MXR 10-band EQ to go with the Distortion Plus to get the sound out of it. Two things Ben doesn't use. Exactly. I do not. Yeah, I worked with Ardens for a number of years, Zach. It's just the last few years when I developed this relationship with Long McQuaid. You know, they reached out to me. Made me an offer I can't refuse.
I have a heater behind me, and I'm sitting in a mesh chair. It's quite nice. I'm like, why didn't I think of this before? Damn. My tuchus is very warm.
Nice.
Nice.
Wonder what temperature we got up to finally.
So I don't know what we got to look forward to this coming year, Trev, overall. Like year 9. I don't know. Status quo.
More of the same.
Yeah. We'll see. There's a handful of people I need to reach out to. My sister asks, with question marks and everything out front, look at her. Hey, Ben. Hey, sis. Do you think the channel has turned into what you wanted it to be after 8 years? Where do you see yourself in another 8 years? Other than I would have liked to have seen it be bigger, but, you know.
That's what she said.
Other than that,
Yeah.
truth.
I had to.
Amanda. Giggles.
Well, it just,
Amanda
you know,
with the
like
chat
I'd like to have seen a little more, but then again, like I know I wasn't keeping up on the channel for a while there when I was busy doing stuff outside of YouTube, so that happens. But other than that, yeah, like,
Sorry, Amanda.
yeah. Like I would like to see it, you know, I would like to see it grow exponentially. That'd be great because I do know, and it's more because I just know there's more people like us out there that would have a great time hanging out in the, like, there's the greater YouTube guitar community. That's the whole high school cafeteria. But I'm saying a lot of people would have a great time hanging out at my table. Is what I'm saying, and
Yeah.
I would like to see more of that. That would be great, and it's happened. You know, like, you know, we see new people in the chat all the time, which is great. Yeah, 8 years from now, hopefully doing the same. You know, if I'm still able to get my hands on gear to demo, still able to play on Mondays, do live hangs on Sundays. You know, although it would be nice. You know, the one thing I do like is, you know, you watch Beato and when the interview, he's like, "Oh, I've been wanting to do this for a while." Yes, and I do get that from time to time, which is surprising. Like, you know, name drop Tim Pierce being excited to come on my channel, Trev. You know,
Yeah.
that's still like mind-boggling to wrap your head around.
It just kind of fell into place.
Yeah, like I still remember it because, and I and my sister would too, because she would, because I screenshotted it. Was, you know, Tim does his live streams every other Saturday, and you know, he's talking. I don't know what he was talking about, but I was in the chat, and he went, "Oh, there's Ben Coombs. He's a pretty cool guy. I'd like to meet him sometime." And I went, what? What? Did I? No. What? No. All right. So I reached out to him, and He's like, here's the number. All right. We end up doing 2 shows together. And, and he's busy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And considering, we've the last few years, it's been more of the same, as it were, Trev. I'm not as ambitious as going after everybody in the world. But then again, I've had a lot of conversations with everybody, so I'm good.
Yeah.
But once you meet a lot of people, and I don't know who's left to have on in many ways. Like, that's half the time when I'm doing my member videos and Patreon videos, say like, who should we try to get on? Like, I'm honestly asking, because I'm like, I don't know at this point.
Rick Emmett.
Who?
Rick Emmett.
Rick Emmett. That would be fun. See, that's the hard thing, though. With, like, legit rock stars, you have to have the Pete Thorne size channel, let alone be someone like Pete as well.
He's pretty accessible, it seems, though. I've seen him on some smaller channels when he has something to promote.
Interesting.
And I think he does have stuff to promote.
Oh,
recently, right?
you mean like that tour that he's going out on this year?
Yeah.
I was thinking, actually, in relation to that, reaching out to Brian Greenway from Maple Wine. But again, like when I've reached out to pro musicians, as it were, more often than not, they look at it like it's the Tonight Show. And like, what's your market penetration? I don't know. I got like fucking 75 people that'll tune in, but they're going to be really happy that you're there. They're like, well, unless it's like an audience of whatever. Or you're someone like Tone Talk, where you have an industry known entity. So I see 2 votes for Randy Price. I guess we should reach out to Randy there, Trev.
Yeah.
All right.
That'd be cool.
Phil X, Todd Kearns, and somebody else, Amanda. There's Triumph is essentially a 6-piece instead of a 3-piece.
Built-in redundancy.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Is it the same 3 guys still?
Well, yeah, I'm curious to see how many songs are actually played by all 3 original guys at the same time, though.
Huh.
Because of the fact they literally have a spare guitar player, a spare bass player, and a spare drummer.
Wow.
Who are all adequate.
Phil was killing it.
Yeah. Gordy Johnson would be good, Arf, but Gordy's kind of in Gordy world most of the time. If you follow Gordy, he's a unique individual. Well, I wouldn't mind it,
Are they local people or unknown in any way? The other 3?
Todd Kearns and shit. Who's playing drum? I was gonna say also the drummer from Took, basically Todd's cover band.
Never Surrender was supposed to be my first concert, but my mom wouldn't let me go because the older driver that was driving was not reliable. Let's just say it that way.
Chris, my sister-in-law's band opened for 3 Dog Night at a local festival. To be fair, only one of 3 dogs was actually there.
Yeah.
Who's still original with the band? That decrepit roadie over there. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, you talk about Foreigner. They've
Ooh, right?
or what's the other one?
Well, the good Guess Who
Leonard
was
Skinner.
that until recently.
Yeah,
The Guess Who, it was literally the only quasi-original member was the drummer, and he would come out to play 2 songs of a 90-minute set.
I saw that they did a reunion tour in the '90s, and I went and saw it.
I'm not
that
on
drummer,
this,
that drummer,
but I'm on,
that drummer
StreamYard
then
chat.
looked like he was going to die.
I assume StreamYard chat is live chat. I don't know. It's whatever
So
StreamYard
it's
is.
slightly behind, but yeah, basically.
Although, yeah, I saw Randy Bachman and Burton Cummings finally got the name back to Guess Who, so they're going to go.
I saw
out with
that. Yeah.
Yeah, but they were actually, my boss took me at the time, and
Yeah.
it was pretty sad. The best part of the show is when they did BTO songs. They did like 3 Bachman Turner Overdrive songs, and the rest of the show sounded very tired.
Now, I did see Bachman Turner play. What was that? 12 years ago, maybe? It
Well,
was really good.
They did some shows with April Wine not that long ago.
Yeah, I believe so too. Yeah.
And Randy Bachman, how old is he? He's got to be 80.
Oh, shit.
Late
78, I want to say. And I noticed with the Guess Who going out, his son's going out on the road with him too. Tal Bachman, who had a hit in the 90s.
Oh,
that
yeah.
he's very
She's
embarrassed
so
about.
high.
Yeah, he's not happy about that song at all. He regrets it so much. I'm like, dude, it's one more hit than most people have had.
It's a catchy pop song.
Yep. I've talked to him a bit.
Heard worse.
I forget. I met a friend of theirs at a wedding and had me sitting at my table, and it's like, oh, you're into music. I'm like, yeah. All right, see you, sis. Thanks for stopping in. It's like, oh, you familiar with Tal Bachman? I'm like, yes. It's like, would you like to get to know him better? I'm like, sure. So she put us in touch with each other, and it's like, yeah, just don't bring up the song. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, that's a real sore point. I'm like, okay, fine.
It's not easy being a one-hit wonder, I guess.
No.
He's watching this right now going, shut the fuck up, Ben. Shut up.
That's like having Billy Squire on and asking him about that video he did.
Well, but it was kind of, I don't think he was into that kind of music even, like, too much, to the point where it was kind of a Sugar Ray situation with Fly. How, if you bought the Fly album, the rest of the album did not sound like that single at all.
No, and their first album was like real heavy.
Yeah, and so was the Fly album, except with the song Fly. You're like, what the fuck?
You got to think of it in context. Like Jay Giles had Freeze Frame, and all that stuff. It was different than everything they did before. The Cars
Yeah,
did
that album was
stuff
completely
in the
different than
80s.
everything up until that.
That's right. So everybody was evolving. It wasn't that weird at all. Steve Miller did that, but the other bands I said were from Boston too. So.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Billy that has the dog barking?
No. Hey, I'd love to have Randy Bachman
It's
on.
me.
The man owns a copy
All the
of every
Gretches.
model Gretsch that was ever made, Matt, back in the day. To the point where when Gretsch wanted to relaunch there in the early 2000s, they're like, well, we have to gather up all these guitars, so we can measure them and blah, blah, blah to reissue them. And literally they're like, the guy at Fender's like, I know a guy. He's like, yeah, Randy Bachman. What do you mean? Man owns like 350 Gretches.
Jeez.
Like,
There's
oh?
that many Gretches?
Yeah, because the man never did.
And he hardly ever plays them live.
He was
There was
out doing
like
Guitar
maybe
Safari
60
in the
different-
60s with Guess Who. When he was touring with Guess Who, he was already Guitar Safari
look at the doggy.
for Country Gentlemen and shit like that. And
That's back when you could get them for $100.
oh yeah, because they were just old guitars, and so and all through the 70s, all the BTO money was all going into Gretches. Because
Yeah, I heard a lot of those old Gretches are shitty though.
They are.
I
They are.
mean, they're not
They're
the
just
greatest.
poor designs.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just get a good shell that needs good
What's up, Braxel?
electronics. A lot of the electronics.
But you also, when you're Randy Bachman, you got your guitar tech that can go through everyone top to bottom.
good electronics in
them
it, then it's a badass
awesome.
guitar. I've always liked Gretsch necks. They've always
They
had
always
really
do
good
weird
necks.
shit like, zero fret or painted on F holes.
Don't forget the mute.
Yeah.
The mute, yeah, the double
What's that
mute.
pickup selector switch? No, that's a mute.
That's
What?
No, there's I played
There's
one that
two.
had two mutes on it. One for the top three
Top,
strings,
and
one for the bottom three strings. They had two adjustment knobs for them.
You can adjust how much.
That's useful.
For the certain style of music, it was 4. That was a groundbreaking invention.
For those that are too dumb to learn how to palm mute.
It was one certain genre of jazz. It didn't last very long.
But you know what the funny part is, Matt?
Bumpy jazz.
With those mutes, the funny part is because they came from underneath on a lever system that if it went too far, remember it's a non-pin bridge, your bridge would just fall out onto the ground
Could have the bridge
because you
fall
just
out,
lifted the strings off the bridge.
It didn't put that much tension. You had to be real dumb to do that.
People did it.
Yeah, you'd have to really screw down on it.
Yeah. What's this adjustment do?
I mean, I get what they were for, but because palm muting on that style of bridge sucked anyway. So.
Well, because again, you'd move the bridge because it wasn't pinned.
Exactly. You could never really get your hand flat across it without causing an issue.
Not to mention when you took it in for service, they took the bridge off to wipe down the guitar. So now it's going to be nice and slippery to put the bridge back in place.
Slip.
And to make it even more complicated, let's throw Bigsby on there.
Yeah.
To top it off.
Which,
that's
again,
not gonna
don't
give you
be too
problems.
aggressive. Is you slack off the strings too much, your bridge is going to move. It may not fall out, but she's going to move.
That's why they started pinning them.
Or outright gluing them.
Yeah, a lot of glue. Yeah. Like the Silvertone, I just won't take it off. I'll just do string by string when I do restring. I want it to stay where it is. Don't move. It's perfectly intonated.
Right.
Well, as perfect as a 60s guitar is going to get. It's alright. It does really good with slides. That's the only reason I like it.
I had a very disconcerting thing happen yesterday after I shoveled snow. I went out grocery shopping, but had the van in for service. Matt had the exhaust finally fixed.
Mhm.
I can't drive it right now. I can't hear it running at all.
Oh, you don't even know if it's on or not? You gotta
Yeah.
look.
I realized there's been a hole in that exhaust for so many years that it was even noticeably louder. Like 3 years ago, it had a small hole to the point where, I was just like, is this motherfucker running? It's like I could not tell.
You gotta look for this.
Yeah, when I was young, if my car started making a noise, I just turned the radio up.
Yeah.
I can't do that. Radio doesn't work.
Oh.
That video he has, he's like, yeah, we're driving to the res right now. Don't mind the noise. Like, how could you not?
Pat Travers is Canadian ARF. I believe he's out of Montreal. And yes, I said old Gretches, Charles. A fella owns 3 Gretches, Charles. Including my hardtail Gretsch will be going on the bench in the not too distant future for a special video.
7.
Wayne McConnell's face palming. You know, Wayne, if you're a channel member, you would have a special emoji for that. And then Charles is back to Michael, but still. All right, Charles, what about the tone switch? I think they should bring it back, even though none of us would ever want to use it. Because it's dark and then darker somehow.
I'd use it.
Well, you would, but you're dark.
Use it for jazz tones. That's what it's for.
Just turn your tone knob all the way down.
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
use the neck
If
pickup.
I got a switch, it's far easier because then I could tune the knob to a certain spot
With
and have the switch.
that
for the
tone
boost.
circuit engaged, if you use the neck pickup, you can't tell what notes are being played. Just boom, 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 boom. It's literally, they might as well call it the mumble circuit.
You gotta
Like
have a
throwing
really,
all the blankets over your tone.
you gotta have a really chimey amp. That's for sure.
All the chime. There's not enough chime. I got the cleanest top boosted box in the history of the world. Still sounds jazzy.
Yeah, sitting right there.
Matt needs the tone switch.
Yeah.
Charles says. Yeah. You know, Charles, Matt's been talking about getting a Cadillac green Gretsch too.
Or blue, depends.
Yeah, but I know Charles, his dream says Cadillac green 6120.
Yeah, but I want a Switchmaster so bad too. That's a save up moment.
Right.
Epiphone made some for a minute.
Switchmasters?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't
For about
want
a year.
Epiphone Switchmaster.
You probably cost a fortune if you found one.
Was the tone switch a response to the Gibson Veritone thing?
Everybody
No,
was doing
I think it
stupid
was-
shit like that.
It was just a country thing.
Yes, but no, because then I was going to say, then you had Fender with the Jazzmaster do a similar thing with the rhythm circuit being super dark.
Well, see, you can brighten that up. It's got a tone knob with a switch.
True.
Or like the original tele wiring, if you put the switch where the neck pickup was supposed to be, it was just mud.
Oh, yeah. Tell me what that Esquire demo I did. It was
They had like a tone cap on there that just killed any treble.
I think the Gibson Switchmaster I found that was in good shape was like $6,000.
Oh.
And it had the mutes, and I was like, ah, God, but whatever. We'll work around it.
There's Eddie Van Haskell.
I think that was the one that had the 3 P90s, the vintage.
Happy 80th anniversary.
P90s.
Thanks, Eddie. Yeah, on 80 more. You be you, Scotty. If you want a Dano, you can get a Dano because it's one less in the world that I have to.
The thing about the green ones is, if there's an American one, a Japanese one, and then there's the China one.
Oh, that's what that other thing was.
They're all different greens.
And I only say that because when I was in a band in high school, the other guitar player played a Hagstrom Swede, and it had the second switch down on. And I was like, "What is that other switch?" And he never touched it, and now I know why.
Tone switch.
I've always had a soft spot. I wanted a Hagstrom Swede, but I don't want a modern one. I want an actual Swedish-made one from back in the day. I looked at the modern ones, and at the time I wasn't overly impressed for considering the price point. Oh, I'd almost rather have a Dano than a Rick too, Scotty, but neither one of them are really workable guitars unless you modify them.
The best markup on particle board they could figure out.
Right? And we're not talking modern because
Hides.
first of all, I ain't paying $1,000 for a fucking Dana Electro anything.
No.
Unless that hollowed out body inside is full of cocaine. Because then I will gladly open said body up.
Because they're so small, that's probably not even that much. It's not even worth $1,000 of coke.
Yeah, it's probably not even $1,000 worth of coke in there. Could they fit an ounce of coke in there?
I don't know. I doubt it. They're real thin.
They are pretty thin.
You probably open it up with a box cutter.
I mean, I love Gretsch because how versatile.
Go around the side, and then you could always just glue it back down again anyways.
You got to think about how many genres of music I play and how many Gretches I play within those genres of music.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty impressive. For a Gretsch.
Is your lap steel a Gretsch?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Matt has more Gretches than Charles. I might even have more Gretches than Charles at this point. I do. I think Charles only has one Gretsch. I could be wrong, though. I gotta quit trolling Charles. He'll disappear again for 3 months. Sorry, buddy.
I wouldn't mind a carved top baritone. All the baritones are flat tops. So I wouldn't mind a carved top.
I watched the whole thing on baritone tellies there the other day.
Neat. It's a lot of surf music, wasn't it?
No, they weren't even a thing till the 80s.
Really?
Yeah.
So those were basic.
All the baritone stuff done, the surf-wise, was usually either done on first the Dano Bass 6 and then the Fender Bass 6.
Fender Bass 6 for sure, yeah.
That's right. Thanks to Michael B. Charles has 2 Gretches. Look at Charles all talking about Charles in the third person.
Oh, now I am Gretchless. Sans Gretsch.
If I find a Gretsch, I'll trade you for the Kramer. No. I have no problem finding Gretches to fill my Gretsch need,
Yeah, right?
Scotty.
I am curious if Charles fixed the pickup, the neck pickup.
I got 2 other Gretches, and they're both, like, I would have to save up for about a year to get one of them. I don't know if I have that kind of.
I'm not really in the market. Well, I'm never really in the market for an electric guitar, but they happen to find me anyways. But yeah, definitely this year I want to delve into acoustic-based instrumentation.
Yeah, primarily looking at a tone, or what's it called, multi-ac, and a Strat. That's it. So I have everything else, literally. Strat would be cool.
That Alhambra classical I played, that was fucking nice.
That thing was sweet. Yeah. I wouldn't mind one name. My classical.
I don't even think it had digitals in it either.
I'm super surprised, man. I'm telling anybody, if you want to pick up a affordable, good classical guitar, those Yamahas. It's like $300. I cannot believe how well made they are. It's insane.
Oh, I still keep thinking about that $300 Gretsch with the bolt-on neck and the seafoam green over at Long Quay because it's only $300. And I kind of like that idea, but
Talking about the one with the regular humbucker in it.
yeah, it had just the 2 humbuckers in it, which it doesn't sound Gretsch like, but it plays kind of Gretchy, and
I think that's
I just like that. I did like the sound of it because I do like ceramic humbuckers, like,
Yeah,
but definitely not for Gretsch-based stuff. I'd use it more for punky.
More of the rock punk scene.
But I didn't realize I already got bolt-on necked Gretches. So, see you, Arf.
I used to have a baritone acoustic. That's kind of how it started. Everybody was buying
I don't have a
7
desire to.
strings.
I don't have any desire to have a baritone just because I don't have the hand strength. The same way, like I do want an electric
The
12.
one I had wasn't that bad. It's just
Not happening.
It was tuned to beat. That was the only difference.
Yeah, I was looking. There's a Squire Electric 12. I forget who had it, but like $299. It's like it's pretty cheap.
Yep. Let's think about a Reverend, but it's so hard to find a Reverend in Canada.
Which is the dumbest thing.
That's weird.
They're right on the
Right?
border.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know why they're not sold through Long McQuaid.
Yeah, right. I have been on a Leslie cab kick. I don't know.
I'd rather just buy a Leslie pedal.
One might come home with me one of these days.
I don't have the back.
It's a large piece of furniture.
It is very large. Is the problem. The thing is, I drive around in a truck where I could possibly put it in there. That's the problem. So if the guy agrees to the price I offer, they never do though. They know what they have.
So Long McQuaid. Which location? I had a custom shop double neck Strat. I was like, you do all your Stampeders and Christopher Cross.
Was it a 6 and a 12?
Yep. Yeah, that's why I was like, wow. I was surprised when I went to see the Stampeders in concert. And for those who don't know, Stampeders were they first hits early 70s. Sweet City Woman, which everybody knows, both sides of the border.
I saw those guys in Canada.
And those motherfuckers, that guy played that double neck almost all night. I was like, God damn, I can't play a fucking double neck more than 2 songs, and he's played it all night.
I gotta sit down.
Yeah, I saw him in a hockey rink on Manitoulin.
Nice.
I always wanted the Jazzmaster double neck.
It was a great show.
The bass 6 and the standard Jazzmaster underneath. Sick.
I remember taking my buddy who's quite agoraphobic, but he really wanted to see the Stampeders live. So I'm like, all right. So got tickets, went over to his place. We burned one. Go over to the Empire Theater, grab a cold snack in the lobby. I'm like, all right, down that. I'm like, all right, let's go burn another one before the show. He's like, no, I'm good, but I'll come out, keep you company. I'm like, all right. Stay in the parking lot. And he's like, man, it'd be so awesome if we could meet the Stampeders. And no, sir, does he say that. Fucking minivan pulls right up in the parking spot next to us where we're standing. Door opens, and out they walk. Like, there was maybe one spot in between us type thing. And the guy, Ronnie King, bass player, comes out, does a big sniff in the air. He goes, smells like Stampeders fans. Like, yep. Want some? It's like, nah, not before the show. I'm like, all right.
What do you mean?
Well, considering he was dead a few years later, I get it. Not young men. Well, they made a joke about that during the show. They're like, hey, people think because we're old we don't do drugs anymore. We still do drugs. Can you recommend a good wine that pairs with Cialis?
Oh, God. That's the corniest old man joke of all time.
Right.
He's drinking that blue wine.
Blue Nun.
Oof,
I have to say, if people haven't been in a band where you party a lot, you missed out. It's fun for a while.
Yeah, true.
Till it's not.
Sure, it's hard on the body, but it's kind of worth it, isn't it, Mike?
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah,
You
my
got to
wife
learn how to
definitely
play
didn't
that way,
appreciate that.
at least a little bit, you know.
Well, like
Yep.
Ben was saying, you get sobered up, then you try to play those songs, and you're like, I don't remember. How the fuck? Then you get drunk, you're like, bro, I remember everything. Like,
Yeah, then the muscle memory kicks in.
How
Some
is
things
this
are easier.
happening?
Well, that's why, yeah, like my drummer who in the metal band, he didn't drink or smoke or anything, and he's like, "Why do you always get fried at rehearsal?" I'm like, "Because if I learn it fried, then I can perform it fried." He's like, "Oh, okay, sure."
Yeah, we kind of did that. Rehearsal was where you had fun.
So,
Gigs
Jason,
were a
good to
little
see you,
better.
Kentucky.
Well, the bands I was in, we always had like choreographed moves and stuff. So certain songs would have points where you would all jump together or bang heads together. And
Well,
So-
we get
it's
Oh,
kind
go
of
ahead.
embarrassing and gay. So we get drunk, and then we felt better about it.
I was gonna say, every once in a while we would do like once a month. Because we try to start writing a new song once a month because sometimes it would take a month or two to work it all out. And we were sitting there, all singers like, all right, let's write a song. I'm like, hang on, I need 15 minutes, and I just smoke a bunch of bowls. All right, let's do this. I'm in a creative
full
mind.
of inspiration. A lot of our recordings back in the day, like the better recordings, were all thinking about. Chris and I were talking about it. Not that Chris, the other Chris.
No, I just saw
We
that
drank
your
a lot.
We got a fan fret 8-string a few weeks ago. Reminded me a guy had a complete meltdown on my Jackson 8-string video yesterday. It's like
Nice.
I wasted 7 minutes and 50 seconds of this abomination of an 8-string demo. So I just replied, "You're welcome."
I have an 8-string fan fret.
He's like, "You clearly don't know how to play one." I'm like, "What gave that away?" When I started playing rockabilly or country.
I picked up a 7-string once. I played it for like not even a minute. I'm like, nope.
I would have thought playing 5-string basses and 4, I would have been like mentally prepared for a 7, but it's not the same.
I don't know, I just don't
And
think
even
about it.
then, like I understand like the 5-string bass because it's for when you want to reach that lower
Yeah.
note.
You
You know,
need lower notes.
and let's be honest, most of the time you're using that B string, you're just reaching for the low D anyways. You're not really going any further than that, probably.
And plus, you're hitting one note at a time.
Yeah,
Most of the time.
most of the time.
I was a little nuts.
Still not low enough.
I was like, man, Michael, you and I could have like the ultimate jam band. We just get so fried, and then you know, it's like
Remember,
halfway through, you'd be like, "You want to switch instruments?" Like, yes, I want to play bass now, and you
Yeah.
play guitar, and all we do is swap instruments, but we still play it through our same rigs because we have full pedalboard rigs for either instrument.
one of the funniest nights I had was I went and tried out for a band that didn't turn out to be that great. But I was singing the whole time, and they were like, "Oh my God, this is great." And that's not why I'm telling the story, but the bass player
Actually, it is.
left. No,
What's up,
he
Chongs?
left because
Thank you.
mother fell or something. And so I picked up the bass, and the guitar started like jamming and I like out. I was like, "Okay, we're on," and I was jamming with the two guitars, and to the point where they gave up, and I'm like, "I'm not giving up. We're just going faster and faster and faster and faster," and, I'm like, they're not gonna outdo me, and it was awesome. And they're like, "Oh, do you want to come back?" I'm like, "Oh, I'll think about it. Probably not."
Yeah, I did that to a lot of church bands, unfortunately. My mom and dad are very heavy in the church. So they'd always be like, please do us a favor and just go fill in for so-and-so. Like that show. Like, hey, you want the sheet music? I'm like, I won't need that. Oh, this guy. He like acting like he knows we kill it. They're all like, oh, you want to come back and play with us all the time? I'm like, no, I just did this for my mom and dad. Thank them. They're like, God damn it. God heard that.
I remember doing this. I was doing sound for a Christmas show, and after rehearsal, it was a family band. Family, I call it band loosely, really. It was only one instrument, one guitar, who wasn't even a family member, and then like 6-part vocal, almost choir-esque, whatever, harmonizing. All I know is they took a break during rehearsal, so I went outside to celebrate said break during rehearsal, and then when I came in, I was the youngest sister, who was, I knew, because we had a lot of mutual friends. She's like, can you, like, go to the end of the parking lot next time? Like, why? She's like, we can smell the weed in here. You probably can't smell it because it's all smelling all on you, but there was an odor before you arrived in here. I'm like, because we went around the back of the church, but I didn't realize that was basically the door right there. Yeah.
Smoking in the boys' room.
That's as bad as being at a wedding rehearsal where the guy was getting married right across the road from his family home in this country church. And so I was waiting for rehearsal to start. Without thinking of it, I went and sat down on a pew because I didn't feel like standing around outside. But I literally had a Ryan ginger ale in one hand and a smoke going in the other. They didn't like that in the church too much.
I get emotional.
I didn't see a problem with it.
Weddings always make me cry and drink and smoke.
At that time, it was just tobacco, Michael Kroos, at that time. Although I did get the groom high before the event. A couple tequila shots, and we shared a joint before the ceremony. Ooh, he was in fine form. I got a glare from his fucking bride. I remember that. Because I was standing next to him, and she walked up, and she could smell it on us, and she just looked past him, just... Yeah, well, that's how we make me the best man. Shindig.
Boombox, I had a room. Ken needed a room, so Ken moved into the room.
The
That's the
answer
story.
is just simply yes.
We're expanding the cult's West Coast division, more of an assimilation thing.
Started the commune. Not a call.
Kicked him off.
Consolidating our resources.
We're gonna go back and take over the island. It's our island.
Actually, Ken was going to start giving Trev guitar lessons, but Trev insisted on in-person lessons, so Ken moved in.
Must be going well.
Really, he gave him the room. The trade-off is now gets to play a vintage Explorer whenever he wants.
There you go.
I was going to say, how many Explorers are in that house now?
Old.
All of them.
Well, 3. Technically.
3 variants, yeah.
Technically 1, but yeah. 4 shaped, 3.
Here's Jeff K.
Yep.
Yeah, 37 people watching. Awesome.
I know I can go a long time without noticing certain things, obvious things, but I didn't know Ken was there. Hi, Ken.
Yeah, this is where you get the blade legally
Don't worry,
white.
Mike, most people don't. Perfect.
That's great.
You realize your house is haunted?
Trev's like, wait, Ken lives here? What the fuck?
How'd you get in here?
Wait, you've been here the whole time?
There's a song in there.
A couple of them.
Watched a pretty good music doc last night on Teenage Head.
Oh, there's a doc?
Yeah, TVO docs, which is TV Ontario, which is our provincial.
Oh, well, I'm not going to be able to watch that.
No,
Oh, get it if you can.
it's on YouTube.
Oh, it's on YouTube?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're
yeah.
fine.
It's really good. It's like an hour and a half long. I think it was shot. It seems like it was shot the late 20-teens.
Yeah,
Did they have a lot of video of them back in the day?
Yeah, well, it starts out with them. Yeah, playing the festival at Moseport, where they opened the show for 60,000 people.
Oh.
Yeah, that was their record launch party, basically. Yeah, it was really good. Highly recommend. It's interesting how like they got a new singer for the band, but the new singer is like one of their childhood friends anyways. So it's like a lateral move in many ways. wasn't like a complete stranger coming in.
My tuchus is too warm.
Joe Elba says, I got tickets to see Paul Gilbert in April. Tickets were either 37 or 42. Who's going to the show and say, nah, the extra $5 is too much?
Or why they're different.
Is the 42 the VIP price?
Right? You get a seat instead of standing room.
Yeah.
Or you get to wait in line to sign an autograph?
You get a Paul Gilbert guitar pick.
The $5 is for the little plastic thing that folds out of the wall that you sit on.
Nice. Yeah, I don't think I saw any other music talks recently that really done. The John Fogerty Tiny Desk concert was pretty good.
Oh, I saw that.
The David Byrne one is awesome.
Need to watch it.
Hey, you mean? Watched the CFNY doc last night too. It was okay. For those Toronto radio station.
Yeah. I watched that one. That was pretty good.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, that's why they kind of sucked by the time I started listening to them. Because they were already the edge.
Yeah.
It was alternative programming, but it was mainstream alternative.
Oh, we had one of those called The End.
Well, it was literally like Rush's song Spirit of Radio is written about CFNY. Because they were almost like W or KRP. Every DJ just did their own programming all together, and it was just crazy depending on who was working. And they broke
FM radio back in the early 70s was like freeform like that. We had a station here, WMMS. It was great. Just turned into garbage. They got bought up by a big corporate company and
exactly
replaced all the DJs and made up their own playlists. And just became just a radio station.
Yep.
A lot of satellite stuff took over.
And then, according to Johnny Fever, what's next? Chrome furniture. I miss good radio too, Michael Krause. It got to the point where I started trolling the local radio station because I realized any given terrestrial radio station basically only has access to half the songs that are in digital form because you subscribe to one or the other, either Universal Music Group or Sony. They don't like you using both. So, depending on the station, you only get half the world songs type thing, but you don't notice it because there's a lot of songs out there. And so I've just started asking, like, all requests. I'm like, all right, how about this bit? No, don't have it. No, don't have that. I'm like, really? You guys used to play it when you had the actual vinyl. What's up, Bo?
Who made it?
Whoop.
Cheers, Bo.
I think Charles is getting a little touchy with the caps lock there. He's got her on backwards. That's okay. Well, we're going to go for a little while longer here, folks. Especially since Bo just got home.
What show did he go to tonight?
Right? Or was he out with one of his many girlfriends? Sorry, Charles. You want to jump on for the last 20, Charles?
Do it. Do it.
Matt's always the
Good to see
cheerleader.
Charles
Why
in
do
the
I
chat.
feel like Matt's
It
got that
is.
sampled somewhere?
Yes. You do exist on this panel now.
Why do I feel like
You should go to like 5 in the morning like the old days, Ben.
Yeah, the one that we started, the pre-sales, that was like one of the longest ones ever, and we started it at 10 at night.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't even start at normal time. I started at 10 at night. Oh, all good, Charles. But yeah, and then we went just under 6 hours, I want to say. Something crazy like that.
Oof.
Yeah, I remember that because you were working that night and you kept
Yep.
popping in. You're like, you guys are still going? We're like, yep. Of course, I
Gotta
drank
fix them
back then
servers.
too, Mike. That might have something to do with it.
Yeah.
Oh, the girlfriend from yesterday. That's
It's funny how you worded that.
Yeah, I noticed that.
What sucks now, huh? I'm sure she does.
Yeah. I have a whole star pale. Love these gents. Well, very kind, Charles. Very kind.
Why do I?
I need to get a better one of Charles.
So we'll be back tomorrow night with Canucks with guitars. I'm going to play some music and show off some bad album covers and answer questions, I guess. Sure.
Mhm. All the Monday things.
Depending on weather, I might get out to do some more demos. I think I have one left in the can. I got a soda pop demo. Soda pop demo? Sure. Let's go with that. That'll come out at some point in the next week. I've still got 3 restrings to do because I have 3 packs of strings to use. Acoustic and 2 electrics, which would be probably the Martin, one of my Kramers, and either the Ibanez. Yeah, it might be the Ibanez. I think it's due for new strings. It's been
I
a
have
year.
to look and see if I'm working tomorrow. I might not be. I think I am though.
I am.
New Hampshire is one of those states where they ignore all those things, especially if it has to do with race.
Connect my camera to my phone.
Come down to Rhode Island and review some kick-ass coffee milk, bud. I'll pay for dinner.
Check this out.
I'm not sure if I can get into your country currently, Joe.
Ain't that neat?
One, I'd have to get a passport, and even then, I don't think I'd be allowed in. I have a bit of a reputation.
Probably want to leave your phone at home.
Oh, that's a given. Actually, I got to get a new phone anyways, because this one, I've noticed I can't shoot as many demos without the battery just dying out in it. Starting to give up. So I'm like,
Oh, it's got all my
I was hoping to pay off the
backgrounds.
Gretsch before I had to add a phone payment to my monthly overhead.
Hold on, let's see if it works. It's not
He says I come up there, but they wouldn't let me back in. Well, see, this is the issue.
Are you missing that much?
I may be given a complimentary vacation to a southerly destination. I'm good.
Oh, I didn't like that. Oh,
Well, it's
there
a-
it worked.
Hey, Ronnie,
Cheers, Grapplet.
watching by the pool. You know who's not watching by the pool? Patrick Troit's in Alberta. He's not watching by the pool. Unless it's an indoor pool.
There's this one.
Ha 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 ha.
I can do it from my phone now. I didn't know that. This is awesome.
Yeah, but yeah, Troy's like, yeah, but I'm now with Ken. You gotta get a phone with Ken just sitting there. Oh.
Wait, is Ken there too?
That would be funny.
What the hell's blurred out in the bottom there? What?
I don't know.
Oh, I think that's your mic.
Oh, that's the top of my. No, that's my chair.
Oh yeah, it's your chair.
That's the back of my chair.
What else we got in here? Man, there's a bunch of them in here.
Wow, only -6. Nice, Patrick.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Hey, graphite and guitars.
Yes. Hold on, I gotta get the
It
chair.
looks like you're in a crawl space. That's been a finished crawl space. It's like room for rent. You're like, why is it only 3 feet high?
I wonder if he's still here.
Oh, he's giving you the finger right now.
I have Amanda too. I move myself back
Yep.
over. I'm a little small for the chair, but that's fine. Phantom microphone.
You look like a kid in a booster seat in that chair.
A vintage bow. Yeah, I did.
There you go.
Bow's easy. Check this out. I have two bows, don't I?
I don't know.
I think so. I
I
have
was say you could compare
yeah,
what
like-
instruments are there.
the background moves. $12 string, 12 string. Les Paul, no Les Paul.
That would be the infamous 12 string that he was trying to restring and tune after eating an edible for the first time in how many years?
Yeah.
What should I try? 250? Yeah, sure. Go for
That
it.
sounds good.
It's like, yeah, you should probably eat maybe a tenth of that. All right, so I ate the whole thing. It's like, I don't even do that. I didn't need that mental image, Zach.
I can
That's-
control all this
that's-
stuff.
That's a background we don't need, Matt.
I noticed what it was. I was like, let me go ahead and get rid of that real good. This is the best one.
Yeah. Oof.
Because I can do
People
the-
wonder why I smoke as much weed as I do, Mike. It's comments like that. I find.
Anybody can paint a picture. You have to think of it.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
No doubt. Ronnie says, my buddy gave me a 250 gummy. I melted into a recliner for 8 hours watching movies. Right?
Right on.
As
Been
you
there.
should.
That was me last week. Right. Michael Crest says, if Ben says that's too much, you better listen to him. Agreed.
Let's not let me do that now.
Yeah, I did that. When did I get the van back? So it would have been Thursday. Yes. It was snowing all day, and literally my whole day, Billy, was I go out, I'd shovel for half an hour, come in, make a coffee, roll a pinner, consume, go out, shovel for half an hour, come in, repeat, all day, and it was like an inch an hour accumulating on the driveway. So it's just like, and I get a little bit further along, and I'm just about finishing up, and I look up, and there's my buddy dropping off the van after service, and that's the only reason why I was cleaning out the driveway is because I knew he was dropping it off, so I was cleaning off his car and shit. Didn't see him arrive because the thing's so damn quiet now, which was awesome. And he's like, so what's your plan for the rest of the night? I'm like, I'm going to take a 200 milligram gummy and a couple muscle relaxers and see which one kicks in first. And they ended up both kicking in, and I really enjoyed that evening. Ooh, boy. At one point, I thought, if I don't get off this couch, I might have to pee my pants because I have not moved in about 2.5 hours.
And that's something you don't want to mess around with when you're taking muscle relaxers.
Right? I was like, ooh, I am quite relaxed. Yeah, like, and then, but once I got up, I'm like, oh, I guess it's just a complete body stone. I'm like, nice. All right. I put on a record or something.
Yeah, my
I
neighbor's
haven't had
kind
anything, and
enough.
I had to eat 2 brownies. Is YouTube contact high a thing? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think that kind of lack of dress should be for the Zoom meetings, not the streams.
No, because unless cameras are turned off. Don't give any of our friends ideas.
Like it hasn't happened. I know.
Right? Yeah, Naked Dave is known as Naked Dave for a reason. Sorry, Naked Dave, watching on replay. He doesn't get to watch live as much anymore due to his different work schedule. But
Oh, he's probably
yeah, there was a time. Remember, he would always tune in. You'd only see him for about nips up, but that man was not wearing any clothing for months on end. To the point, and he never denied it when we started calling him Naked Dave, Mike. And he's just like, like, nope, didn't deny it.
And I know the weather at the time because he's within 30 minutes of me. So
right. Although he still holds a record, I don't know how he was in that recliner holding his phone, and then he was asleep. And I'm like, how is his phone not dropping into his face? Right? And I thought, nah, maybe he's just, he's just got his eyes closed and he's listening. And you would see it waver ever so, but then also the way he went, and like woke up, I went, motherfucker was asleep, holding his phone over his head. I met Dave in person a few times, always in public. So he wasn't naked.
he seems like a cool guy.
When he has clothes on.
Hey, you can
Well,
do his own
Zach,
thing.
we would need to solo out your spot on the screen for him to take advantage. Not that I have no problem soloing out your background, so Matt can do that, because that's how Matt. Yeah, that's the thing. One of us, either Trevor or I, usually have to enable Matt in his debauchery to allow.
It's a team effort.
So yeah, it's like if you get up to get a drink and you leave your camera on, all of a sudden we're like, solo.
I might just end up in your living room.
That's what AI is for. Remove
Ronnie,
the
actually,
background.
Greg does have a
Remove the
multicam
person.
setup done. He was messing with it a while back with a split screen deal. It was very weird. He had Ken like superimposed picture in picture in his camera, but zoomed in Ken so it more side by side. It was very disturbing.
We got a plan.
Yeah, that too. Although I think they need to just set up the lounge Merv Griffin set in the living room next to the fireplace.
Yeah. You're barking up the right tree. Put it to you that way.
Or they get a desk and do it like a sportscast. Or a newscast.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Why are you in my
Newscast.
head? Get out of my head, Ben.
The green screen behind.
That's how Doug prefers to do his.
Like I was thinking about how to make the theme song and everything.
Hey, Bo, just be happy we don't take the picture when you're sitting there asleep.
I'm a victim.
Although that is my new thing. I have started taking photos of people while they're asleep at meetings.
That's great. Yeah, that's true. You need to send me those, Ben.
Right?
So I can make them my background.
Especially the one where he's
you
not.
can send me video clips too. I can put video clips up.
Make that into a GIF.
Oh man.
Yeah. If you want to know what I'm talking about, I suggest you get a top tier, and then you get filled in on some inside baseball stuff like that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because these are videos.
Without saying too much publicly. We'll see the rest of that off air.
Okay, that's Ben's house.
Yeah, I'm upstairs.
He's right up there.
I'm with the cat.
Yeah.
Now Ben's upstairs.
Yeah, my back's fucked up because the heating pad's on the side there, I see.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you look at the curio cabinet up in the upper left, those are pedals in the cabinet. Why in the kitchen? Busting up weed.
Oh, these are the ones that come with it.
It's surprising how many people have fallen asleep on a Zoom meeting.
True that.
I'm getting coffee. I'm in the coffee shop. I'm in a meeting.
I didn't say anything, Ronnie.
I think a
The
lot of
best is
people
when they
thought
think no one's
Tom's
noticed,
house
and the
was
first
the
thing you see is someone wiping their
stock
forearm
background.
across the drool. Although there was time, I swear to God, I saw 3 people asleep at once on one Buffalo meeting. There was like 20 plus of us, but there was 3 people asleep at once. was like, wow, that's that. Yeah, all the more reason to sign up, Mike. Hey, yeah, what? 3 people actually fell asleep at one of these meetings at once. Man, that sounds like entertaining. But it is. Half the entertaining is you stay awake and see other people falling asleep. Why? Because they don't always stay upright when they fall asleep.
And boy, how do we have a field day?
Yeah, and the other 18 people had a blast.
Yeah, let's just say when Charles would make Trev the host, Trev used to get quite a few text messages during him, like, so this person, I think they're asleep. And then he also, and that's when you know, like when Bo is just resting his eyes, or Paul will be smirking all of a sudden. He's like, "Nah, I ain't asleep. I'm just listening." It's like, all right.
Yeah, Paul's the infamous when you think he's asleep, but then he'll answer your question.
Right? He is like a cat. He's like a cat. As soon as you move, the cocks one eye open and knows what's going on.
I would say the most false alarms for, hey, are you asleep? Nope, is Keith.
Keith.
Ooh,
He
yes.
always says, nope, I'm not sleeping. Like right when you say it.
Man, the drool coming out of your mouth says otherwise. Unless the self-retardation thing.
Smokes a little bit there, So.
Yeah, due to lifestyle choices. Some of us drool, we don't realize we're drooling on occasion.
Smoke break.
Oh. Well, we've gone almost 2 hours here. Look at that.
Holy.
Right? It's been awesome so far. We've had a bunch of people tune in. Of course, any donations are going towards this year's theme of the Master Puppets tone until we take care of that. And then apparently maybe a Zen drive again. I might get my old Zen drive back.
Neat.
Does that mean you're putting EMGs in your Explorer?
Pardon?
I'm asking Ben if he's going to put.
I figured you'd wait till Trevor was here. Trevor would be like, "Yay!" No,
put a set of EMGs in your Explorer. Come on,
no,
gotta be authentic.
No, because they recorded several albums before EMGs were invented, so we're good. I think honestly, the first album that would have had EMGs would have been "Justice for All," which explains a lot.
I used to know the answer to that question.
Plus, even now, like a lot of their albums all through the 90s, they were using like their vintage gear that were non-EMG equipped gear.
Oh yeah, I've seen like video of like James playing a White Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
Justice for all.
Thank you.
Does EMG do an acoustic pickup?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, like a sound hole pickup. I think they did.
Yeah.
They are direct competitors to Fishman still to this day.
Trev says the pork shoulder looks awesome.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, but it smells awesomer.
No, not with a Zen drive. That was just tonight that Scotty mentioned. I can get my old Zen drive back off him. No, the Master of Puppets tone will be a blended Marshall tone and Mesa tone together, which I will get the LPD router. You'll do that so I can run the 2 stomp boxes of choice in parallel.
Which is just a standard metal setup nowadays, to be honest with you. 5150 is just a modded Marshall circuit.
Very modded Marshall.
So, and that's pretty much every modern metal sound is a 5150 on one side and a mess on the other.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Ooh.
Damn.
Ben, do you have a Boss Super Overdrive? I'm thinking of getting one. Do I have a Boss Super Overdrive? What's that, SD1?
I got one and I like it.
Yep, I don't use it, but it does a thing. They are good to push a Marshall. It does the thing.
Graphite was on the grill with some hickory for 2 hours, and then I put it in the Dutch oven to go for another 5 hours.
Oh, wow.
10.
Now waiting for the oven to heat up so we can put the scalloped potatoes in there and let that rest in the Dutch oven for a bit.
Food.
If I book a flight, can I make it?
Yeah.
All right.
Still got one room available, folks.
Yeah, I know.
Come on down.
Uh,
It's the fan.
Bo, Billy. Apparently, Bo is asking one of the most obvious questions. Have you seen the Cult Gretsch or the Gretsch guitars the guy from the Cult Duffy uses? Yes.
Yeah.
The white one.
They
They're
played
like
a White
70s
Falcon.
They're like late
Forever.
60s, early 70s White Falcons, I think.
Yep, and he's got his signature guitars, which are basically White Falcons. There is room at the inn, Brian.
So Ben, who can go to the res? Anybody?
Yep. All right, Charles has to head out. He says they have to call tonight, feed people.
Yeah, Charles.
Man,
That's
3
awesome.
times a day.
Oh, we could make enough room here, Bo.
Right.
For your musical gear. Your machine shop's a whole other story.
Yeah.
What about the grow up?
Well, there's that
Bring the
too.
machine. Trust me. Bring the machine shop. Bring the machine shop.
The name Metalworks.
We are on
Here's
half
your assistant. Boom, Bo.
I would like opinions on something silly I did that I'm really proud of.
Okay.
The skull.
I have no problem with that.
Jolly
Love
Roger.
it.
I was to say, you're talking to Ben.
I like
you're
it.
All right.
Cool. I used to use the white ones with my tellies, but I got gold this time, and I was worried it wasn't going to look good. But I think it actually was a good call.
Dan Four asks, favorite pedal boards? I've always been partial to pedal train.
I buy random
Way early
crap
on my
off the
channel,
internet.
I did that. Everybody ragged on me. I did a Strat and a telly, and everyone's like, "Ah, take that fucking thing off."
Well, first of all, they can go fuck themselves,
Well, that's what I said.
Guitar.
right? And because it's your gear. And you're not ruining it in any way because you put it on the fucking pick guard.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not going to discolor any paint or anything like that. Which is,
If I
it's
ever-
not what
yeah.
it discolors it, is it covers up the paint that gets discolored by UV rays that are exposed around it.
Yeah, like when you take your pick guard off and it's a different color under there.
Right?
I'm not taking the skull off though; it's staying. So
Good.
I still have the pick guard from the Strat. I took before I traded it. I took it off, but I couldn't find the telly one, so I just did it again.
Yeah. That's why I end up with pinup girls on most of my guitars. Usually on the pick guard to start.
You got to make them yours.
Yep.
However you do that.
True that.
You'll know it's mine.
By the way that it sounds.
The way that it is.
Yeah, it's going to
Tuned down
be
to beat.
detuned and smell like dank weed. Why is this thing detuned with dank weed smell? Oh, it's one of Matt's guitars.
That smell.
Why is it moist? The dank.
Is it supposed to be this flubby? Yes.
You know.
It's not low enough.
Might be better than a certain guitar someone demoed.
To be fair, I have been playing and writing it a lot in standard tuning.
So I was playing guitar before the show tonight. And I was like, my tone sounded off. I couldn't figure out what it was, and then I realized my diamond compressor wasn't on, so I kicked it on, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, now everything sounds better. This is better. If you can find one, folks, an OG diamond compressor made in, I want to say Halifax. They're made in Halifax. Now made in Montreal under Solid Gold Effects. Do a little Canadian pedal talk. We were asked, Darren mentioned it. I'm like, I don't know a lot about Canadian pedals, unfortunately.
Semantics, Joe. Semantics.
I would like to know more, but we're going to work on something like that.
Isn't Dot or Digitech a Canadian company now?
Possibly,
I think they got bought by a Canadian company.
right? Or they were and now are no longer. It's one or the other. There's also Empress Effects out of Ottawa. Of course, you got your Rev pedals. which they just released a new pedal.
The guys over here in Port Coquitlam.
Yeah, you got your radial.
Yeah.
Court owns Digitech now.
Oh, Cord
Acquired
owns it
in
now.
2022.
Right.
What about DoD?
And I'm sure there's a bunch of small builders that I don't know about because they're like one-man operations.
Cortec? South Korea?
Yeah, I'm not thinking of any other Canadian companies. But it's good to see Diamond back.
But
They made good check.
They've also got ties into Court as well. DoD.
Yes.
Go make some scallop potatoes.
Well, you do that. We're going to go a little bit longer and then probably wrap things up here, folks.
So I guess all those Korean companies like Digitech and DoD are all just owned by Court now.
Well, Cortex huge. Huge. They're up there with Korg.
Oh, they're actually currently owned by Cortec. Oh.
Montreal
Cortex
Assembly.
just got to make everything.
That's the parent company of Court. I see what they're saying. Gotcha.
Matt
Cortex.
understands stuff.
Yeah. The name Court makes more sense now.
Right.
They're being resurrected.
People are looking for Canadian pedal. I have a couple Canadian pedals up for sale in the Facebook Marketplace.
Nice.
A radial and a diamond. Ironically, both dry pedals with boosts built in.
Bringing back original engineers to help resurrect a beloved American pedal brand. Okay, so they might be coming back with more new stuff.
They're already back.
That's cool.
What you're reading was a press release from about a year and a half ago. Actually, more than that, 2 years ago. Because I bought the reissued Dodd Phaser when they came back. And my dad was still alive at the time.
Acquisition acquired Harman Samsung. This whole thing would have happened 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Legends of the DoD 250. Yeah, they brought back all the old cases and stuff too. I remember that.
Oh, you're going to make me get up? Nope, because I'm just going to scroll on back that way. Yeah, bought in the late spring, early summer of 2023. Phasor.
Neat.
You know who needs one of these? Steve Resor.
You hear that, Steve?
Hear that, Steve? There's your Phasor.
I used to have the DoD like grunge pedal, heavy metal pedal, black metal pedal. I hated all of them.
Yes. They didn't make too many good distortion pedals.
They were good for like
the American metal.
I had a there was a friend of mine that had a Crate Blue Voodoo 120, and if you put it through the effects loop, for some reason it sounded really good, but it you know, but like as soon as you put it to the front of the amp, it was just like, what the fuck is that? Then we just decided, because we found that we could push the amp louder. Steve. We could push the amp louder with just amp gain to compete with the drum set.
There's your reply. Did you hear that, Steve? I did.
So we always just ended up using the amp distortion and then just trying to boost the amp distortion with like a clean booster or something. Or like a TS8 usually would end up, Tube Screamer.
I think I was just thinking the Master of Puppets tone. I think I'm about 75% of the way there to achieving that tone.
I'm not sure what they did as far as like, did they use any type of drive boost of any kind?
No. It should be just all amp gain.
Well, then you have two different people too. So what are you going for, James Hetfield or Kurt?
Kurt only played the leads.
So he would have boost and wah and all kinds of stuff.
He only just used a wah.
I know he used Tube Screamer into a Marshall.
He had to have, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
James
and that was
probably
more
did
for
too.
live. More for live, but yeah,
I
he
wonder
never
if James
plays
used
any.
Tube Screamer
James
as
does
well.
all the rhythm parts. Always has.
Yeah, for sure. Well, James has a couple of lead parts, but they're not, they're firing in between.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if he uses a tube screamer style Mesa setup though, because that would make sense to compete. They just sound really good with the Marshall when you do the tube screamer trick to the Mesa. Cleans up the low end.
Yeah, and most of the time when all these guys are using SD1s and tube screamers, folks, they're using the level as a boost and the distortion turned down. It's just used more as a clean
could
boost,
use a
not
DS.
as a dirty boost.
You could use DS1. I use a DS1 to do the same thing.
Same, well, anything really for that matter.
Mhm.
Oh, we got an incoming.
The
Holy
TS8 just
shit.
the THS just or TH what is it? TS8 has a certain
fuck?
timbre to it. What happened?
Chris, are you sure you meant to do that?
Uh-oh.
That was a huge fucking donation. I don't know what to say about that, Chris. Thanks, brother. We will talk.
I would have had hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
Oh, okay. Thanks, brother Chris. Well, Chris basically just paid off the Gretsch
Sick.
or
Nice.
paid off the tone. One or the other.
Well, we'll give him a happy
I'm
call.
going to be getting in touch with Lawrence tomorrow.
Kind of like that, Brother Chris.
That's cool.
Based off that, also, I will not be referring to him as any form of law enforcement through this year.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
We were about to have so much fun.
He bribed me. It's a reverse bribe, Matt. That's the only thing I'm saying. It's a reverse bribe.
I never agreed to anything.
I always knew Ben was a show.
Nah, regardless, no, I do love him.
Everybody's got their bread.
Chris is one of my favorite people, and we celebrated his birthday 2 weeks ago.
You know
on
we
here.
love Brother
Which
Chris.
was awesome.
Yeah.
8th anniversary is worth it. Thank you. And Mark, hopefully, yes, another 8 years of fun. Dang, Michael. Look at you being all sneaky. That's right. Through this year, through the calendar year, yes. I like the fact I can't. I feel like I kind of like the fact I'm unable to. Because I've kind of set that off anyways, and I know it can piss them off. So. Let others do it. But. Well, there we are.
Yes, James Hetfield uses the Ibanez TS9, particularly with the Marshall.
Yeah, because it
What?
gets rid
Not
of
the
the bottom end
Mesa?
flub. Either way, because it will get rid of the bottom end flub. It just tightens up the bottom end. Which I forgot. If I need
Early
to do
on,
that.
he was using Proco Ret. That's interesting.
Richie did that for years. Again, using it as a clean boost.
And then it says here that his primary clean thing you hear is a Roland.
Yeah, he used jazz choruses.
Yeah. For all the chorusy slow stuff.
That's pretty sick to think that that's a whole separate setup that he switches to during those parts. Neat.
Well, it's not like the other amp's gonna do it.
The Marshall could.
Yeah, I suppose.
It would be a little bright.
That's
That
what
makes
the
a lot of
EQ
sense
knobs
now
are
that I
for.
think about it. I'm like, he's using like the all-time coveted metal setup, which is the 800 in a Mesa. How would you clean that up, really? Mid-show.
Yeah. Roll back the volume pot. Nope.
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
And there's like probably 3 or 4 of them each on each side. Like, we'll just use these other amps.
How do I get a clean tone? An amp switcher.
Yeah.
No, what if an amp switcher?
Full on other setup there.
Hey,
Okay.
a rat into a JC 120 is one of my favorites.
Myland Effects, Goop Tech. I always forget about Goop Tech. Tube
Oh,
Setter,
yeah.
a few other Canadian effects makers out there. Nice.
The more you know.
We got a thing for that, Ken. Where's
No.
Where's that right there?
He also used crank and diesel amps, but that was like live stuff. The more you know.
The more you know.
I forgot about crank apps.
Nowadays, they're all using fractal stuff. primarily.
Yeah.
Obvious reasons with all the clean changes and whatnot.
Well, plus they play in the round anyway, so they'd have their cabs off stage regardless.
There was an interview, they were talking about it. They had a bunch of amps on like a stadium stage or something they did, and they were like during the warm-ups and stuff, they were like, can these be on? And the techs were like baffled. They're like, what? They're like, why? Just having them there is fucking retarded. Either they need to be on or off the stage. Like, why are they there? And they're not doing anything.
I heard at the Sphere you're not allowed to have amps on stage.
Yeah, fuck the Sphere then.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't allow amps on the stage.
Well, they probably have an ISO underneath, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because they've had orchestras and shit there. Explain that.
Orchestras don't use amps.
Well, yeah, some of the parts of orchestras do.
No,
You have
they
electric
don't.
guitar. There's an electric guitar.
Electric guitar in orchestras?
Yes,
The
there is.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra, that's about it.
There's pretty much every instrument in an orchestra.
Electric Light Orchestra.
True.
You
Right,
two
two-
played there.
two orchestras.
The Edge plays through live amps. You had to
I watched the
right?
video of them there, and there's nothing on the stage.
But it's
Yeah.
got to
Well,
be
it's gotta
somewhere.
be- yeah.
Think about Edge's setup. It's there
Oh, yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, it's
You
mic
just-
amp somewhere.
Yeah, it
It's
just had a
probably
big
under the
switcher on-
stage. There's probably an ISO box under the
They
stage.
sounded like shit too.
But yeah, it didn't sound that great. The fucking dome thing was cool as fuck, though.
I heard people get sick.
Bro, I would love that.
If you have motion sickness, they say don't go.
See, another reason we have to have them on.
Don't be
Brad.
a little bitch.
I'm probably the only nerd that runs my pickups through a spectrum
Grammarly.
analyzer. Tells you where.
What the fuck?
Wow.
You pay people to do
Okay.
that.
You can just get software for free.
I'm about to say, I think I can do it on my
Easy.
computer.
We don't want no digitals.
I could do it on my
There's a
Cortex.
time and a place, and I just don't know where or when.
I love my Cortex. Best decision I made. Fixed so many problems. I don't have to think about anything anymore. I just turn it on. That's it. Press a button. Done. Sounds good. Move along. I would like to hook it up to a live amp, see how that works. I haven't done that yet. Well, I've hooked it up to like that, but like I use the effects loop, not necessarily pushing the amp.
Right.
I
You're
like
using, just literally.
minus the amp head, just it, and a cab with like a power amp. See how
Yeah.
that fares.
So it's
I've
basically
heard a
just
lot
a
of
monitor.
good things. Yeah, basically. Because anything you do to a front of a Vox, it's going to sound like a Vox on the other end. It doesn't matter what you do.
Mhm.
I tried with the Rev, but the Rev makes a lot of noise, and it's not great for the whole modeling thing. Keith, you little bitch.
Ooh.
Our community definitely is something special.
Said it once and I'll say it before. My guitar community is full spectrum.
Yeah. All the spectrum.
And you can take that a variety of ways, Michael B.
I got all the spectrums.
Right? Where are you on the spectrum? Everywhere.
Everything
Damn.
depends on what day of the week you catch me.
That's no joke.
I don't remember them, Glenn. The Glass Orchestra. Ken, ring a bell, the Glass Orchestra?
Not off the top of my head.
You seem to know everything Toronto, 70s and 80s. Apparently not. Nope. Sorry, Glenn. Swing and a miss. Glass sax, time for Mark Taft.
Is that a dildo reference?
No. The channel members have the glass sax emoji.
I do. I'm just giving Mark a hard time.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I'll
His
help you
might
out.
look phallic.
There you
They made their own instruments. Damn.
go. That's cool.
Is that you, William De Silva, in the band?
Yeah, right.
He's their tech.
Guitar's a little bright.
Gotta put a new string on.
Wow, Keith, I even take a special bus. Wow. Woohoo, magic bus.
Oh, the magic school bus has to sit in the yard now because I got a new van.
Yeah, but then
Yeah,
there's more.
they had a transparent LP. Nice. In the mod, yeah.
Mud.
Mod for the mods.
Oh, I never realized that was what that was for.
See what it's like, Billy?
I was today years old.
I'm like always looking at like, why is there mod on here?
I didn't know either.
B. Arthur. I didn't even think mod. I just saw B. Arthur. I'm like, oh, okay.
Must be some inside joke I'm not aware of.
Yeah, I thought, you know.
Oh, it's mod for the mods. Yeah, yeah. You understand with the weed consumption, it kind of makes sense. Right?
Yeah.
I think it's funny because I'll use it when I'm being cheeky. Like, look at me, mods, and then it's her going like, yeah. Don't forget if you say something off-putting, put that after it, because then the mods know just to look right for it.
I don't even remember what half the emojis are. It's been years since I put them in there.
When I open them, my thing, it just automatically opens them. They're the first ones you see.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. There's all of them.
Matt just went for all of them. Charles is in 2 of them.
Yeah. Faux show. They're so tiny on my screen.
I don't even get them. I just see
Yeah, I know what you're seeing.
this.
Yeah.
When I called them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I think I do have access to. Yeah.
Nice.
Of course. And then the next episode of this will be on Family Day.
Nice.
Coming to you in February.
Need a hot dog emoji.
Oh, yeah. I need
Hot
to
dogs. Fucking the best part about the drums is that you can feel them. You can feel them in your heart.
Day drinking. It's not for everybody.
Yeah, it's kind of like being in a band. It's worth it.
I have a session in my dog. It's just that whole conversation between him and Ed. It fucking kills me, dude. Because Ed's sober, but Trev is not. It's probably the only coherent conversation they had together. Oh yeah, Mr. Smith.
Oh, someone's gonna have to dust off the old accordion. It sounds like. Going to the Saki party of February. The Polish Muslims. Man, that's gotta be ya.
Yeesh, what?
Oh, that's a
Unique
Punchki.
Dynamic.
How does that work?
Is it cook the pierogies on a sword?
I'm curious. I'd like to check that out too.
Polish
What's
Muslims.
the Muslim aspect?
Yeah,
Like, sit
but-
around. We smoke hash before we eat the shit. Oh, all right. I'm in.
There's so many questions. And
So- when is it? And can I send you a link so you can connect by phone?
are the women?
You don't have to say
covered?
anything. You just hold it in. Just prop it up in a corner. That's fine.
Will there be women's faces or not?
Yeah, you got to record that, make a video, and give your Soap Girls video a run for the money.
What do they eat exactly? How does this work?
That's where I say Polish Muslim men. My
Polish are
sister's
quite
not
known
here.
for their voluptuous pigs. Let's say
I don't know.
sausage. I mean, Polish sausage is a staple in everyone's life, I'd imagine. Polish
Yeah,
sausage.
there should be a beef-based sausage instead of pork-based sausage.
I think all the sausages we get now are basically based off of what they did, right?
I have no idea.
I
No, I like
cream
beef
milk smoked,
Because the Italian ones are always way different.
the chorizo, Italian.
Yeah, you got your Italian style, your Polish style, your German style, your Austrian style.
Well, where I grew up, I guess more used
All
to
the worst.
Polish.
Right, all the worst.
Oh yeah, gotta love that.
No. Well, I think we should probably wrap things up because we could. Gone almost 2.5 hours here. Still got 37 diehards watching, 36 diehards watching.
Woo.
So let's wrap it up. Boop. It's like beating the traffic on the way out. It's like, there's no traffic. There's no traffic.
And just stay credits.
So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with Canucks with Guitars. That'll be fun. 8 p.m. Eastern. Click that bell. Hype.
It's a band.
That makes more sense.
Okay, still. What do they eat?
Yeah, there's still a lot of questions.
Yeah, that's just different. They're our famous band here in Hamtramck. I can't. It's polka tunes mixed with some hard rock. I'm getting a Weird Al vibe.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting. In a good way. In a good way. All right. Well, on that disconcerting note.
Yeah.
Somali salamis. What?
Whoa.
What? All right. Sure. All right. There we go. Thanks, everybody that tuned in. It's been 8 years on 8 more. It's going to be fun. Words, readings, endings. So, yeah, of course, everybody here, hold the line. We'll talk off air. Thanks, everybody that tuned in tonight. I'll see everybody tomorrow night. Everybody else, hold doors open. I don't know, who? Blue Mox. How about letting Blue Mox in, heavy in traffic?
Yep.
That'd be nice. Be good to each other. Happy tone chasing. Friends don't let friends have bad tone. Just saying. Friends don't. Or you will be mocked for your tone.
Relentlessly.
Yeah. On that note, be good to each other. Doug's wife is real, even though Doug's too good to show up tonight. He probably went live on Facebook opposite me anyways, because it's sweet.
Cheers, Ronnie. Thanks, man.
He's a bit of a dank.
Take care, Ronnie.
Yep. Take care, Ronnie. Always good to see you. And, don't litter.